Because I'd like to play Chopper. Yeah, I know that's not
Ooh,
very
no, yes. I would love to play
that's not
Chopper.
very oh, what's the word? Why is it so rainy?
I don't know.
I hate it here.
Oh yeah, did we?
Also, we need to harvest. We didn't leave in the rain. It was not raining when we left. Just FYI.
Yes, it was. We were mowing grass.
Oh, right, we're mowing grass. I remember now.
Where you need to be baling it.
Yeah, I came over here to get a baler. Oh yeah, the grass is all mowed pretty much.
Yeah, I was working on that when you left.
Oh right, I never came back. I forgot.
No, I was the other night looking up, figuring out, trying to figure out how to play Chips Challenge, and then Austin came across a
So
whole
is the
bunch of
game
other
not
games.
even the same?
It looks like the same maps. I turned it on for a split second. It was horrible, so I shut it off. But it looked like it looks like
Just
the
the
beginning
music or
maps.
what?
The music, the styling of it is off.
Oh really?
I can send you a picture of what the realistic styling is supposed to be, like the legit one. But yeah, the styling and then the lore behind it. I think it's the same type of lore story maybe, but not quite like that. I don't know. That seemed a little bit weird.
Question?
Yes.
Yes.
How is Franklin in every single piece of equipment?
He does that.
Oh, because I tabbed through them all pretty quickly.
And then he gets stuck in
That's
some.
how it happened.
So he's wasting fuel and everything at one time.
Yes. I do wish
I'm
he
sorry.
would stop.
I
Oh,
don't know how
how I
to
wish
avoid
the
it.
man would stop.
Get out of the one you're in and then get back in and see what happens.
Why is it still running?
Because you're in every other tractor too. I don't know.
Okay, I popped out of it.
No, all the rest of them are still full, so
Maybe spam through them all again or something.
maybe.
Which ones are full? Are you even in here? I don't even see you.
I'm literally right behind you.
Oh, there you are. Which ones are running?
Every single one.
This one isn't.
Except for this one right
No.
here. Except for this one. All the rest of them
This
are
one isn't running.
And that one. You're out of that one.
This one isn't running.
Which one?
This one. The combine isn't running, and also the truck here isn't running,
Yes they
and the
are.
skid loader isn't running.
Yes, yes. Every single one of those is running.
Oh my
And
god.
I get
as you
in and out?
get out. Yep. As soon as you get in and out.
Maybe
it's
in and
running.
out.
Yep.
Did it
They
fix
weren't
it?
running for me. Just
The combine's still
does
running.
that mean I have to? No, it's not. God.
Yes, yes, it is. And then the
Is it now?
forklift over here is still running.
Just spam through them all if that's
Damn it.
working. If it's working, just spam through
No,
them all.
because if I spam through, it doesn't work because that's what I did in the beginning.
Oh, you gotta get in and out. Well,
I have to get out of them
then don't be
instead
difficult.
of tabbing to the next one
Well, how are you ever gonna get back to your tractor? Walk.
by tabbing through them. Yay.
And now it's fine. So.
Yeah, it should work.
What? No. Why is? Okay. We're back on track. I get in and try to do bailing immediately, and instead of bailing, it isn't turned on.
Ah.
Wait, do you have a
For
bot
obvious
working
reasons.
right now, or what?
What?
Do you have a bot working? Oh no, that's Franklin. Same thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do bailing.
Bailoring. So you got fuel 30 now. Excellent.
It's so large.
It is massive. Do I also
The
should
plan
be
is-
bailoring?
I would
Might as
help.
well.
Ugh.
There's plenty for the both of us.
Yeah, the field's decent size.
Yeah. And we're planning to maybe do some cotton and then potentially do a factory and make clothes.
Yeah, have you seen how much the clothes sell for?
Hmm.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
18,000 per thousand.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. 15 maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
So, in the thoughts of all this, I was at work thinking about like this game making cotton and stuff like that, sheep. And I was like, interesting. They don't do silk. Like you can't have silkworms here.
You
And
can't have
then-
silkworms, no.
And then I got to thinking, why don't I raise silkworms and make silk IRL?
Like IRL.
Yes.
You have to have a
Ah.
lot of silkworms to make any amount of silk, don't you?
I don't know. 10,000 maybe.
I don't know. I haven't
So I did a lot of
looked
research.
into it, so I wouldn't know. Oh,
You can buy
pretty easy to do, or not really?
It's fairly easy. We'll need mulberry bushes, which there's a good many edges around here with mulberry bushes. And you can buy the eggs online. You can get like 25,000 eggs for
Good.
under $200. So you can get like about $100 or so. You can get around 20,000 eggs, and it seems like a fairly simplistic process, except for doing the actual spinning. Like obviously the worms do the growing and the
Yeah,
cocooning themselves, and then
it kind
once
of takes care of themselves.
yeah, they sort of do their own thing, and then once they
Well, there's a
cocoon-
reason that's.
huh?
I would just say there's a reason that silk is very, very expensive.
It is around $4 to $11 a pound. So if you think about it, that's actually not
Huh?
too expensive.
Carrying Franklin.
But that's after probably they've been able to automate some of the process.
Well,
what I'm
I
saying
think-
is,
I
there's a
think
reason
that's
back in the day
raw.
silk wasn't
Well, yeah.
incredibly
No,
expensive.
it's still
that's
very
raw.
that's raw. I think.
Because-
It's very hands-on. It's all hands-on.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the process. I mean, I've done some research.
Okay.
So, after they cocoon, you have like 3 days, 4 days before they do their butterflying stuff. So you have within that space of time to boil them. You have to boil them or steam them. But you have to,
Obviously.
yeah, boil them until you know they're dead, the worms, and then you have a whole basket of these little cocoon worms that are boiled, and the cocoons are made up of a single strand. They say
really?
they say it's around a mile and a half long, but it's
Good
all
grief.
one
Insane.
continuous strand. And then somehow you find the strands, and you put them on a spool, and then you unspool their cocoon onto your own spool. And then there's 2 different layers of the cocoon. There are the outside layers.
So that's thread. That's
Yeah.
thread then, and the rest of it's probably similar to any other kind of weaving.
Yeah, so then it's pretty much off from that. So the outside of the cocoon is a little bit less tough, like it's a little bit more fragile, I think.
My goodness, that would take so much to make any amount of cloth with.
Yeah, so it takes, it's a process. So you would take the thread, and I guess then you would weave the thread, like the cocoon threading.
You would need a
You'd make
loom.
thread. Yeah, you'd make thread out of the cocoon. Like you take the spools.
It
And
doesn't
probably weave 'em.
immediately. You don't immediately weave with just the
I was
strands.
I was thinking you could, but no, you
You have
probably
to
would
turn those strands into thread.
into
Right,
thread,
right,
and
right.
then from thread you would loom it. I would love, like, if I had a space to do something like that, it'd be tons of fun just to experiment
Dude,
with it.
dude. Get the loom. Get the loom. Do something like flax first.
Yeah,
Easier.
do your own thing. Yeah.
Do flax.
Or just do
flax is easy.
silkworms.
I feel like.
Well, you can
Or
skip.
just sure.
You can skip a step, like, of having the worms, and then just
By
buying
just buying the.
the cocoons already prepared, as far as like boiled or whatever. So you could buy just the cocoons.
But you still have to.
unravel
Yeah.
them. You still have to unravel them. Which I've seen, I think, videos of people doing it. It's not that not that difficult. It's just time consuming.
Yeah.
So it just, yeah, it'd be interesting. But
Will you make me a pair of silken underpants?
you should. That's after I'm done making mine, obviously.
Velour.
Well, that's.
some farm to table underpants.
Oh yeah, farm to table. That's what you want. Why table? Farm to drawer.
Wait, not
Farm,
table.
farm to drawer drawers.
Farm to Grundle.
Farm to- yes. Actually, I bet you could make a go of it if you did something like that. Farm to Grundle.
From our farm to your Grundle. And we don't even use Mexican labor at all, except for just a little bit.
except for when we need to.
Except for when we need cost-effective labor. Yeah.
We could even
ethical. Yeah.
we could even weave silver into it
Ooh.
for the whatever that stuff is. That remember the underpants that have the silver in lining or the silver threading or whatever. I don't know. I hear
I
I hear advertisements about it or something.
Oh.
Shoot, I can't think of the brand. I hear so many ads about it.
Gold lined underpants.
Well, the silver, I don't know if maybe it's not real silver, but it's like a silver thread or something that's supposed to keep down on scent or something. I don't know.
No.
It's supposed to last longer, but I don't know who's reusing, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Silk is the way to go.
How much to just buy a pair of silken underdrawers?
I don't know.
Drawers.
Now I'm curious.
I just want to buy a pair of silken underdrawers.
Yes.
Some pantaloons.
Pantaloons. I want a whole Adidas tracksuit out of silk.
Oh.
Wow. Whoa, there goes Carrie.
Yeah.
Should do spider silk.
I don't know if anyone does that. That wouldn't be all connected.
No, it'd be very painstaking. You'd have to spend a long time at it.
You'd have to thrash it first or something. Because cotton's not all connected. A lot of those things aren't, like wool is not connected.
They card it out.
Which I could never understand how they could get it all to stick.
Carding. And then they spin it. Oh yeah, then you have a spindle. No, I watched when I was in Ireland. There was hold on. There was this girl that came over that in her spare time she would make yarn out of like a bat of cotton or wool or something. It was just a big lump, and you spin the thing on the floor like a top, and then like as it's spinning, you're constantly like spinning like a bit of the bat into like a thread, and like you keep pulling more off of it and just kind of twisting it with your fingers, and it keeps spinning and like.
I've seen people do that type of stuff, but I don't understand how it like. I guess it's all kind of matted together.
Yeah, it's all kind of matted together, but once it's spun pretty tightly into thread, it just stays.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. But I'm not sure when you card it or what that does.
Doesn't it straighten everything up?
Maybe straightens everything up.
Like it softens it.
Or maybe
it smashes it so it like.
Or does that get the seeds? Do they do that with flax to get the seeds out? Maybe.
Well, I almost think it flattens any little like hairs or something. It makes them like.
Oh, maybe yeah, something.
So
I've been to like Old Bedford Village or Williamsburg or something where they always talk about carding, but I can't remember what they say about it.
Well, what is regular thread made out of?
Normally like cotton, right?
Probably cotton.
Flax.
So all the sewing thread.
They don't use flax so much anymore, I don't think.
Not anymore. It used to be.
Either that or something synthetic like polyester, which I don't know how it's made.
I bet it. Well, duh, yeah.
What is polyester? Just plastic somehow?
Yeah, I was thinking how the stitching that I've bought for leather, I was trying to think what it was called. And I think it was polyester. No, I think I have bought silk before. I think silk thread.
But I'm sure you could buy cotton thread if you wanted it. I don't think they make anything out of flax anymore.
No. I just don't, yeah, it seems like it's always like, it's not like all hairy either. It's all nice and one strand, it seems. It's all clean. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because you're skipping the hairy part because they already make it one strand. You don't have to connect it.
Right,
Although
but
I'm sure
how
you
do
do have to connect it somehow.
they got it's not all one strand. Like the silk I can get because it's like a mile and a half long potentially. I can get the where it's like all nice and smooth, and I guess that's why it has such
Yeah, but
lovely
okay.
texture. I guess that's why it does
Yeah.
feel good on the grundle
Yeah.
because it is nice.
So, carders are wooden paddles covered in pinboard and are closely resemble dog or cat hair brushes. Make sure that they're specifically made for wool if you're doing wool, or cotton if you're doing cotton. They basically, it's just for making the fibers softer somehow.
No.
I guess it just pulls it through, and my guess is it takes any uneven like edges that it might have in the hair or whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm
See, and
seeing
then
how
not
to
all
do
wool
it.
is created equally either, because you have merino wool, which is best, and then you have other kinds of wool, which is more coarse.
Well, see, that's the thing with silk as well. So I was
Oh,
like,
do you have better and worse
oh
silks?
my, obviously. Like I was looking it up, and I was like, wonder if you could like make it and sell it. And I finally found a little bit of prices and stuff. And it was like $4 for, I don't know, Chinesium silk, and then like in the Alps of, I don't know, some random place, they have this silk, which
But is it
tends to
actually
go
any
for more.
different?
Well, apparently Utah had really good silk, and they had a different worm, or sort of the same
Lotus?
thing, but they fed it. Shoot, what did they feed it? I forget what they fed it, and it gave it a better silk or something. Like it.
They fed it Downy fabric softener, probably.
Yeah, they washed their
They
their
fed it
worms
Tide
with
Pods.
yeah, Tide Pods. They added those little softener pads with it to them.
Yeah, dryer sheets.
Dryer sheets, yeah.
There is something called lotus silk, which is also pretty fine silk. So, another thing to consider you could do
Yeah.
instead of mulberry silk.
Maybe that's what it was. It was a different type of feed or something. I don't know.
See, the Chinese are big into mulberry stuff for some reason.
Oh. Maybe it's readily available.
So yeah, I think mulberry grows a lot in China, or maybe I don't know. We have mulberry trees in our back 40.
I have a mulberry tree in my backyard.
Yeah, that's. I think
I
with the
forgot to
food
eat
we
any
could get,
mulberries
but-
this past year.
Oh, they were so good. At least from my tree, they were so sweet and delicious.
Winston, the story about our mulberry trees is Winston one time was in the Corey Woods, found some mulberry tree saplings, picked them up, dug them up, brought them home, planted them. Grandma kindly told him they wouldn't grow because that's not how that sort of thing works. And Winston planted them anyway, and then they did grow, and they did fabulously, and they've been growing ever since, and they're pretty sizable trees at this point. And Grandma was always very, very, very impressed then after.
Well,
I mean, why would it not work? You can.
I don't know.
retransplanting
why she
trees
thought it
don't
wouldn't.
normally turn out, but
Yeah, sometimes they
Yes,
don't
they
work very
can.
good. Maybe they were too big or something.
they
I don't know.
had some. I think they're maple trees, maple saplings, or saplings at least. He found at a job site. They were tearing them up or something. I forget how it was. Maybe something like that. Planted them in his yard. And our neighbor with basically the same idea. Our neighbor's like, oh, those little things won't ever turn out. They'll die, and that's not a thing. He's dead, and the trees are glorious. Big old tree. So they
Well, Pat planted silver maples in our yards, and then somebody told him what you want to do is cut the tops off. That way they'll spread out more instead of going straight up. Which is true, but they also get hella weak, and so they all fell over. Limbs falling off here and there. Like,
Well,
there's only
yeah.
like one or two of them left, because, yeah, just almost no wind, and suddenly a big old limb just crashes off. Yeah, stupid.
Why you don't listen to people?
Yeah.
No, you don't. But they were wide and very spready.
Also, if you want a tall tree, if you want a taller tree, cut off the lower branches.
Oh
Did you know
yeah,
that?
yeah.
That way it keeps on pushing up, or what?
Yep.
Instead of dumping all the nutrients into the bottom branches.
Yep.
And if you want an apple peach tree, you just
You
graft
graft.
one.
Grafted it. Yes, yes. I've seen a fair bit of that actually.
I think
Videos on TikTok.
wasn't there someone who grafted a whole bunch of fruit, different types of fruit?
Oh yeah,
And had like a tree
they had
that
like
produced
7
like
different fruits.
it did like all the seasons or something.
Didn't they call it like a fruit salad tree or something?
Maybe. I'm not gonna be happy until they have a strawberry tree. So
Oh yeah. How about a
call me
peanut
when
tree?
you're done. Peanut butter. I want Jeff peanut butter tree. Call me when you're done.
I
I'll
don't
pick
care
it
how
up.
you do it, just make it happen.
Make it happen.
I want to do the thing where they bend the tree to their will until it forms interesting shapes.
Oh yeah.
Like make a little garden seat out of like a tree limb that they make like grow down low to the ground and then sweep back upwards.
Yeah. Wasn't there a lost tribe that was like really good at that and they don't know how they did it all or something?
I don't
Well,
know, probably.
Have y'all ever played R2D2? Or
No.
Or
Red Redemption?
Red
yes.
Dead Redemption? RTD2
Yeah,
is Star
that's it.
Wars, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
Star Trek
yeah,
or something.
Yeah, that's
I-
that's the little robot from Star Wars.
I always call
RDR2.
RDR, that's it. RDR2, yes. Red Dead Redemption 2. That.
Yes, I have a little
Yes.
bit. I should play more because I haven't got very that far. I just
Well, they have some.
Run around and do murders.
If you're going through random forests, all of a sudden you'll come up to these trees that are shaped sort of similarly to that, as to where they're just bent into. You can tell that they've been modified by human behavior.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
So I don't.
The best thing
it
of
was
that
from
game.
Indians or something.
The best part of that game was the random encounters.
Oh, so fun.
Like you come across like 2 deer that have their horns stuck together.
Yes. Or
And there was,
you
I
get-
think did I find, yeah, no, the one deer was dead and the other deer was like stuck to it. And then like the one deer managed, like as I came up, managed to like extricate himself and go, but then there's still like a dead deer laying there
Yeah.
Yeah,
that you can
it's
just have.
really well
Or
done.
else you walk up to a guy that's like messing with his horse, like his hoof or something like that, and you walk up and you greet him and the guy goes, "What?" and like looks up and the horse kicks him in the head and he dies.
Yeah.
I've seen that, yeah. Or did you ever meet the stupid KKK clan, like in the forest?
Oh yeah.
And then
I
they
made
drop
sure
a
my-
cross on
I-
themselves.
No, I didn't see that. I murdered a lot of them.
Well, here's what happened. So I came across a rally like that, and I shot into the crowd, and they were trying to erect a cross at the time, and it scared them very badly, and I dropped onto 2 of them and killed them both.
That kind of stuff is just the best.
I think one of them lit on fire then because he fell into the fire that was close by. It was like, idiots.
That kind of stuff is so well done.
Or,
Yeah.
or the ones where they try to ambush you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, those are fun.
There was
too.
one where like a young lady comes out and says, "Oh, please, mister, could I have some help or whatever? Come over here." And you're like, "Okay, I'll help this young lady." And then like she's like, "All right, give me all your stuff." And like I performed the quick draw thing, but I was so close to her that he whips out his pistol in up under like backwards underneath like her chin and just blows the top of her head off. I was like, "Oh, oh, that's awful." Or
I had
the
the-
other
I had-
annoying thing, I walk up to the jail in like a big city to get bounties or something. I forget. Tried to press like whatever button to hitch my horse. Well, I must have moved my mouse a little bit the last second, and it's the same button to choke the officer. And so suddenly, like, I'm like down on the ground on top of this officer, like choking him out, and everyone's like yelling, and I'm bounty goes up, and I'm wanted, and I'm riding away so fast, and there's people shooting. It was awful. It was an accident.
Explain that to the cops.
Oh crap!
Exactly.
Shoot!
What? What?
I skipped
What
that.
is-
I skipped that hail bell off the back of your beller before it had time to wrap it.
Wait, how in the world did you do that?
Well, that's a shame.
So now you have a green bell.
Yeah.
How do you can't? There's no way to wrap it now.
No.
Oh well.
Yeah, you might want to back up a little bit.
I don't know how we'll, I
ready
don't
to
know how
accept
we'll
you.
ever. I don't know how we'll ever recover from this financial hit.
I don't
Yes,
know.
I mean that is devastating right there. Have you ever found gold nuggets?
Oh crap.
Hey, I'm trying to back
Uh-uh.
up here. You've never
No,
found?
I've never found gold nuggets.
Did you find treasure maps yet?
Yeah, but I don't know what they mean, and I'm
Oh, I did a treasure map once.
Oh, they're so fun.
too hard to try
I
to do the
found-
treasure map. Really?
I found a massive gold nugget. It was worth so much,
Nice.
and I fenced it off to someone, and yeah, it was great. Also,
Whoa, whoa,
coming
whoa,
across,
whoa.
coming
Give it
across
to me.
Robert Camp,
Oops.
coming
Oh,
across
it's so
Robert Camp
fresh.
is also fun.
Oh, dang it. What'd you say? Coming across the robber camp.
Oh, that's also very fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about prospectors?
Oh, I've scared some of them off too.
I've
They
robbed
don't-
them. They have so much cool loot.
They do, obviously. At one time,
Little
there
bag
was
of
one-
gold. Little bags of gold and stuff.
I pointed my pistol at him and he's like, please, please don't kill me. I have a family and stuff. Just let me go. So I let him go and then I took all his things and left. And then for a while after that, there was a whole bunch of Mounties out, but like no one found me. So
But
Oh.
that's why you have to tie them up.
I always forgot to put my mask on.
Oh, yeah, that's the other annoying thing.
You rob them and then you put your mask on
Also-
later and it doesn't help.
No. I got so frustrated. I looked up a video on how to successfully rob people, and there's this whole mechanic. Like, if you do it too many times in like in like the same place with the same clothes on, they'll start recognizing your clothes.
Oh, cool.
wait, what?
So that's why you have different outfits. You switch outfits, and then also like the lawmen can always recognize you. It doesn't matter if you have a mask on or not. So don't think, oh, I'll just like. Yeah, wear my mask and then I'll be fine. No, the lawmen immediately know who you are. So you
That's-
have to escape before the law arrives.
That's bullcrap.
But try robbing a train, my goodness. You always just you think you're in a secluded area, you try to quickly rob a train and leave, and suddenly you're like in the middle of a bustling town full of like
With your
policemen and stuff, and you're like, no.
Well, that's why I would
So you
always.
stop. So you spend time stopping the train, and then they come so quickly.
They do. They come
It
really
seems like
fast.
I don't know. You have to be
Um,
fast.
I did make away with a huge haul one time. It was a whole bunch of deeds and stuff.
No.
I forget. I saw that had a special looking car on it, and so I quick got to the front of the train and shot the engineer, and jumped on and shut down the train before it could go any farther, and just hopped onto that car alone and was gone before any lawman showed up. Made off with a very nice haul, but
I tried to make an honest living for a while, just like hunting and selling pelts, but that makes you almost no money at all, even though it's kind of fun.
That's
yes.
how I played.
what about gambling? I've done that. Did a lot of poker. And then I would lose a hand
You have to
against
play
so
a lot
pissed
to
that
make
I
any
would-
money.
Well, not the way I did it. I would play honestly until I started losing, and then I would get pissed and I would shoot the guy in the head. And then I would leave with all of the loot. which didn't impress a lot of people.
Your reputation must have been poor.
People don't like kindly play into your hand.
My reputation, I did not so great things, but it always ended up staying right about the middle.
It's like, no, it's fun. Play poker with me. I'm a chill player. You busted me. What? Did you ever rob a post office?
I don't believe so.
They sometimes have pretty good loot if you get in there in the right place and right time.
I never did too much Robins.
I may have used that mechanic a fair bit.
I mean, it is sort of part of the game, but I don't know. I would always do something bad and then go pay off my dues at the post office.
Oh yeah, I'm always paying off bounties. I only do it if I just don't get caught. If I don't get caught, it's fine.
Right. Yeah, I think I did it. Either the game had me do it, or I just did it randomly. There was one random dude, and I had to chase him down. It was the whole thing. And then I tied him up, but then they still knew about me because he was still a witness, even though I tied him up because of me forgetting to put my mask on and stuff. And then I shot him, and then all of a sudden, like, someone down the beach was like, "What? Whoa!" And I was like, "Oh crap!"
Hey, I saw
and then
that.
he chased after him. It's a big old thing. Yeah, now you're a serial killer. And I'm not getting much out of this.
Dude, there's
thing-
people.
What?
There's a YouTube channel that does video game logic. I'm sure I've mentioned them before.
I think so. Yes.
But they do Red Dead Redemption videos sometimes. That's one of the things they did. Hey, I saw that. He's like, look, you just saw me stone cold murder a man, right? What makes you think I'm gonna do any different to you?
Exactly.
No, I am a law-abiding citizen, sir, and I'm gonna tell the law. I'm telling you right now, if you do that, I'm gonna kill you. No.
Well,
So he finally's like, okay, whatever. I didn't want to do this, and he shoots him. So I'm like, hey, I saw that. God.
They always walk up
Well-
on you. They're always walking up on you.
another dumb thing
I know.
is the fact that animals can go tattle on you.
Yeah. That's I think
Like,
what was so
what?
confusing.
Like, a dog literally saw me kill a man way out in the forest somewhere because he was trying to rob me. And of course, I'm in trouble for trying to prevent robbing me. And this dog just hauls off into town and just tells everyone somehow that I just killed a man in the forest. And
Skyrim was funny with that because you would kill all witnesses, and you would think you killed all the witnesses, but it still would have a bounty. You'd be like, well, oh, you have to kill the chickens still.
like, why?
The chickens are witnesses. They know all. They see all.
Also, I found out that it's pretty much impossible to rob the oil baron's place.
See, must not have played. I don't even know about that.
Yeah. It's
I haven't
won't
played that
spoil
much.
it. Also, you can randomly come across there's a random encounter where you literally come across this sort of side quest or something where it's Tesla and Nikolai Tesla and his crazy inventions way out in this random off in the woods. Like, you almost have to just, pretty much randomly come across it because you won't find it any other way. There's no hints to it or anything. There it is all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And you have to come to his place at a certain time in the night, and it's really weird. But
I drove a remote control boat.
yeah, I think that's the start of it. And then he tells you to meet him at such and such a
Well,
place.
that's in the middle of
or-
it. That's in the middle of town, though.
Yeah, that's in the middle of town. But then in order to find the place that you're supposed to meet him, it's like way out in the who knows where. You have no
Oh, really?
clue. Oh yeah, no clue how to get to it.
That's
or
like one of the
anything.
last. That's like one of the last things I did was that boat.
Hey, how full are you?
Me, I just emptied out.
Because I have 31%, I could make another bail here.
Yeah, okay. There should be plenty for both of us.
All right. I'll just
But
cut
just
in
go ahead and cut in.
right up here. And then once I empty, then I'll just cut it out again. Also, what's with all the straw
Yeah.
bales?
This field had wheat in it. We have a bunch of wheat now as well in
Okay.
the silo.
Oh. Alright.
And also, yes, we stone picked this, or Franklin stone picked it.
And we stone picked the whole thing.
This whole thing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, but we have a bigger. You know about the
Oh,
bigger stone
dang.
picker, right?
Yeah, it's still tiny.
It's the
It's
biggest
like
one.
5.5 meters. So
That's
it's
so small.
And then I seeded it, which was
Yeah.
also only 6 meters. So it was like I
yeah. The
stone
cedar's
picked
only
it.
6 meters, and it goes slower than the stone picker. It's almost worse.
Yeah.
Why do you have a cedar that is only 6 meters wide? I
It's the
thought
first cedar we picked up. We
The
don't.
He
first
just-
cedar we bought, it was
there's
actually
not-
it was huge at the time, if you'll recall, and then we thought, and then yeah, since then since we actually started doing bigger fields, the only thing we've used it for is grass, which you don't ever have to plant against. It's like, why buy a whole new cedar
Yeah, we didn't.
when
need-
you only have to do it once?
Yeah.
So I'm at 71% now, but I guess it's fine.
There's one glob there that I missed right at the end of the one row.
Yeah, I'll get it here. Which puts me up to 73%. So obviously, there's no point of even worrying about it. It's too frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know if there's really any. There was some down there towards the end, but
There's
yeah. It might have been
So
on the
many
other
bales
property.
here.
There's a lot of bales.
Yeah,
That's
there's a lot there
of
that you
money.
can't get.
Okay.
There's a lot of money right
I think,
there.
yeah. Yeah, you don't have access to this land. Oh wait, I did manage to get a little bit though. 74%. If I can pick this up, it gets me to 75%.
I mean,
and,
if-
see, I'm already frustrated and angry.
If you bring it home,
Yeah.
I could probably find some grass. Oh, I know I can.
What time is this? I'm gonna have to get off soon and cook. Cook some victuals.
What are you cooking?
I don't know. What's cooking, Doc? I'm not sure
You
yet.
make meatballs.
I mean, I was gonna make something with sausage. Mm-mm. Oh yeah,
Sausage sandwiches.
I could.
Omelets. Egg sandwiches with sausage patties.
I mean, that doesn't sound terrible. I will
Pancakes
admit.
with pancakes and cream fraiche.
Oh.
Fresh strawberries.
I have 91% carry.
Okay.
Can you rouse me up some more grass?
Yeah, I found some down here at the end a little bit.
Wait, where are you?
Just down here at the end.
Oh, I see.
I could make a toast sandwich.
Oh, look, this is awesome.
What's awesome?
You can go backwards just as quickly as you can go forwards with this mower.
Oh yeah, that thing mows. That thing is like.
Well, now there's going to be way too much. I'm going to have to make 2 bales.
Sorry, it's just all here and stuff.
That's the end of my 1 bale. I'm going to have to come over here with a trailer.
Oh, crap. Did not think it the whole way through.
That's the second bale.
There's so
I'm going to
much.
get 3 or 4 more bales out of here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Not if you break everything.
It did it all by itself. It's not my fault.
What just happened? Is he destroying things?
Just breaking my stuff, yeah.
It's launching my trailer for some reason.
you've sold your vineyard.
Yeah.
Back. Why are you like this?
Look what you made me do. I made all this now.
Why are
Your
you
fault.
like this?
Huh?
Why are you like this? I just wanted an extra like 9%. That's all I
yeah,
wanted.
I know.
Well, you got your extra 9%. Why are you complaining?
I could have just probably got it within those
made-
trees, or even at home right here. I could have just got it.
Oh my goodness, there's so much.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help. Stop. How are you gonna stop? Where are you gonna draw a line and stuff? Like,
I guess the edge of our land, where it tells you you can't mow anymore.
Oh, wow.
there's so much money here.
Oh, yeah. That's enough to buy you at least 2 more fields.
It's enough to buy us a cotton harvester and a couple
Factory.
factories.
Yeah.
How much does a cotton harvester cost?
The one's like a little over 400,000. The other one's like 800,000. But
Holy
I can't figure out why you'd buy that one. What's the point of buying that one?
Because it's a John Deere. Some people are stupid and will buy John Deere.
Yeah, it has like twice the amount of horsepower, but like it goes the same speed.
It's,
And it can't hold it. It can only hold half as much.
it doesn't
It
make
can only hold half as
The
much
case-
as
The
it
case
holds
makes
more
a bigger
fuel.
bale. The case makes a bigger bale by.
And it's round bale instead of square bale.
Why would the game have to price gouge people? Like, it's
Because-
pointless.
It's John Deere. John Deere price gouges
Trying,
people.
I
they're trying
know.
to be realistic.
I guess it'd just be
I
realistic.
hate John Deere.
They're LARPing.
They're such bull crappers.
Dude. You know how every man should own a gas mask?
Yeah.
Do you know how much you can buy a Russian military surplus gas mask for?
One that doesn't work, you mean?
Whatever.
I don't know, $100?
$50, like $47.
Oh. Is that off of Wish?
And they, huh?
So it for sure won't work.
Yeah.
From eBay. And also, they say that if the particulate filter isn't damaged, you don't inhale the asbestos at all.
Oh. Well, there you go.
So it's fine.
So they're really good then.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Why are you acting like incredulous?
What, me?
Yeah, and then if you want the Romanian one, which is also pretty cool, that's about the same.
Yeah, but it probably doesn't got that quality asbestos filtering capabilities.
I don't know. They probably all the ones from that era do. I'm sure.
Oh, it's from the same. Okay, yeah, if it's from the same era, by all means.
They're just like,
Don't drop
what,
that
are they
into
World War
correct.
II? I don't know. I'm not. Settle down.
I'm excited.
Now there ain't no reason to get excited.
What you really want is your
Like,
cigarette
and it
filters.
looks so cool.
What you really want is your cigarette filters that have asbestos.
Yeah.
That really filters out the
Hey,
cancer.
we know our cigarettes are a little bit dangerous, right? We hear you. And believe us, we're doing everything we can to make your cigarettes safer. So we're filtering them with asbestos. Yay!
And then you wonder why everybody got lung cancer?
Also from the massive amounts of tar that they're inhaling into their lungs. Let's be honest.
It was the asbestos. How much more do you need more? Can you make a bill? What's your percentage?
81. Come on. Come on.
I'll go grab the mower.
No.
No, I know just the place. I should have done this the first time. I know just the place. Hold on.
I can't pick up whatever's here.
Yeah, I know it's outside the boundaries. I know just the place. Give me a second.
It doesn't say it's outside the boundaries, but won't let me pick it up.
Yeah, no.
Hey, Gary, if you go alongside this road right here, like all along the field, there's a little bit right there that you could just snatch up.
Yeah, I'm
just
at
like that.
83%. Should I come over to where you are, or should I stay here?
No,
or
come
what?
follow me. Come follow me.
Yeah, Gary, if you just come right over here, I mean, there's just a little bit here. You could just mow this right here, right off.
That little corner? Oh, that's not... Where?
No, come over here, on the other side of your farmer's market.
Oh, over there.
Yeah. See, just the perfect amount.
Oh, hold on, let me grab... I bet this is... I'll just grab this here before I'll get all of it then. Why did that forklift right there?
That's probably enough. That's probably enough. Stop.
Okay, now Jake, what
Stop.
did you say?
Right along, if you go alongside the field there.
Oh, the
there-
whole way
there's
along
just
there.
Yeah,
a-
that's-
yeah, just no.
That's a
Turn
hu-
around the other way. The other way.
You go the whole way
Yeah.
down. Jake, Franklin, we get a whole nother bell.
Oh, you can get
Okay.
more than a whole nother bell. You
Easy.
can get like 7
I'm
more
coming.
bells. So if you go all along down
Ease.
through here.
Oh, easy.
Here, we're gonna help you out, Franklin.
I found something for you.
I'm at 15%.
Oh yeah.
We
Hey.
need to be harvesting the soybeans.
Oh yeah, crap. Hold on.
It's not even making a.
No, it's too close to
What?
the road. We'll down here.
No, it's making one.
Oh, it is?
I don't see any.
I have one.
Okay.
I don't see one.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you have one, that's what matters.
Oh yeah. Wait, it's not picking it up.
Okay.
It has one here, but it's not picking one up.
For me, it's not showing
It's like
one.
picking it up, but it's not adding. It's not adding to my percentage.
Okay. Just
Like
hold
it
on.
shows me picking it up, but it's broken.
Let me see if I can.
I was gonna dump it out in a
Gary,
giant pile.
Whoa.
I think
Also, quit ruining the soybeans.
Whoa! You just really drove in them there.
they're not being broken.
I see a giant pile. I see a giant pile.
Yeah, I think that's all of it. Might have lost a little bit. Oops. No, it didn't even cut
I'm
any
hoovering
off.
up some
How
all
is it
along
not?
here.
Oh, there it is. There's
Holy
the
crap! What?
There's some down there dead end.
My goodness, I jumped up such a huge amount.
You'll jump up farther yet.
Why haven't we been mowing all of this?
Stop it.
Hold on, I'm gonna go the whole way around. It's okay. Just let it happen. You're gonna want this to happen.
Just let this happen.
You
You'll get in
said
trouble,
not
too.
to worry.
We'll both get in trouble.
What's going on? What you doing? Don't worry about it. Ah, you told me not to worry about it. I should have been worried the whole time. You know what they call me back at the ranch? They call me a breeding bull.
A breeding bull. Why did they call you that?
You're gonna find out.
You're gonna find out.
What are you doing now?
Yeah, there's a whole other pile down here. A whole
Goodness.
handful.
Franklin's like, just a little more, please.
Hey, if we can fill up that trailer with all these weird odds and ends, that's another 28 grand, so shut up.
I mean, that is fair.
Yeah, it stinks. Nice and good.
Okay,
Did you see his latest
that one?
one?
Is so disturbing.
Did you see his
What
latest one?
the streamer one?
The XQC, do you know who he's basing it off of?
Yeah, the XQC. Yeah.
XQC.
This crazy chat, man. That's the crazy thing I've seen, chat. Chat, you see the trying to steal my gold. I mean, I don't really need it, but
Chat, what do
the thing is, chat. I don't really need it, chat. But the thing is, it's mine. That just
so good.
this bunny is hopping down the old bunny trail.
How much do you get out of one of those stacks? How much do you get out of one of those? Pounds?
Probably about 70%. I don't know.
You
I
do
hate
realize,
that this is my life now.
You do realize we're going to be doing this now for now.
I might just have to make you bail in.
I mean, I used to mow all of this. It was great. It would get like 5 or 6 extra bales at least.
Oh, but we
All
got
there's
more than
bales
that.
littered the whole way along here.
Yeah, I gotta pick them up, so I don't know what you're all bent about.
Oh yeah, because picking bales up is the same amount of annoyance as baling.
Bailing is not that annoying.
That's
What
fine.
happened to the? Oh, Jake's doing it.
I wondered when it would
Mm.
occur.
Well, I've wondered why you weren't doing it earlier, and I thought the tractor was still over there. You had been doing it, I guess.
I had been doing it, correct.
I see. So we'll get about another trailer out of all these weird odds and ends. Almost.
Probably
yeah.
just about.
I mean, we have
Sweet.
14 soon. If I could get this stupid bale.
What happened to our other belt trailer? Is that the way over there? Are both of them over there?
Yeah, this is the third one.
Okay.
Remember that you came and picked up one that was by the front door.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we need. Well, here, Frank, do you want to start doing all that, and I can continue bailing? You want to start, harvesting?
Oh, start harvesting? Sure.
Smart harvesting.
At some point, he'll get out of the tractor. There it is. Ah, yes. Oh, the seat's all warm.
Ew. As long as it's not wet as well.
Ooh. I peed.
Got a little excited.
Sorry.
As long as it's pee and not something else.
Oh.
I got a little excited. I forget which way was best to do this. Pretty sure one way was better.
It's all probably pretty horrible.
Probably the way that harvests all of it. I mean, that sounds about right to me.
I think it's from farm shop to road, but that's what you did last time, I think. Because the other way goes to a crooked field, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe you didn't.
Whatever. I'm gonna go the other way. I don't know why, but that's what's happening. So.
I'm pretty sure from farm shop side all the way down to where me and Carrie are right now. It's probably gonna be the best. Wait,
That's what I'm doing.
why did Carrie leave the server? What?
He does this.
Don't say he does this. You do this as well sometimes.
Almost never.
Don't know why. It's my
It's
blamed
mostly you, let's
server.
be honest.
My blamed server.
But
Can't
it
even-
doesn't know that.
I know, but it should. There you go.
That's annoying.
There you go. Now I'm back. I'm in the wrong thing. What is this? Horribleness.
Hi.
Why did you skipped? What was the point of all this? What is
Huh?
this then?
Because it has just emptied, and so I was like, well, that's just a tiny bit. So we're gonna need more once you're. I mean,
No, it's the whole way up the one side then.
okay, I'd forgotten about that. Nice backing.
Thank you. It's horrible. These things are so small.
uh... Oh, something very annoying happened to me this
Oh
morning.
yeah, I remember why this is the best way. Never mind, continue. But yeah, it's because of the angle.
So I come to a stop next to the light by Hickory Ridge.
Yeah.
And I noticed I slid a little bit when I came to a stop. I had noticed some shiny on the road. I'm like, what the world? I thought maybe it was oil. And I went to go and take off, and I literally burned out for a while, or spun out for a while, until it finally let me go. I was like, what?
That's odd.
And then I noticed on my passenger side, there's a bunch of tar.
Oh.
And someone must have had like a tar buggy or something that had a leak, or he stopped quickly or something. And so there was a bunch of tar on the road. It made me
not what you
very
want.
annoyed.
That's dumb.
But at least I noticed when I took off from work this evening that that there was a bunch of little stones just popping off. I was like, why in the world is there so many stones coming off my tire? I mean, and
Ooh.
yeah, that's what it was. I was like, it's all over my exhaust pipe.
Oh.
It's like,
Oh, that's
why?
awful.
Why? And it's so thick too. So I think I need to try and find some video footage and do.
Hey, some people
doing.
some people pay money to have their trucks undercoated like that.
Well, that is true.
Yeah, no salt damage
But
now.
typically they don't do their exhaust.
Typically not. Yeah.
Nice tar coating.
Oh yeah.
There's 76ths of a bill.
It's like, why does it smell like I'm paving a road
Oh
when I'm driving?
man. Hey, if you come along the side of this field where you couldn't get quite close enough, there's a little extra.
I know.
By the way, if you wanted to get into cotton, Field 36 right now has cotton in it.
We have no money.
Dang it.
We have no money, and by the time we sell, which will be in December, the cotton will be over in that field.
Yeah. That's a problem. One nice thing about grass is you can drive over it and it doesn't hurt it.
That is nice.
Finally got back. Sheesh. What's this for? For what? Oh, yes. My Joshua's key. That's what it is. Well, both my brothers are home, so I guess it's time to start cooking.
Why are you the wife of the house?
Well, I'm the wife tonight. Hey, stop it. You guys are very dirty-minded. Okay, and
I laughed at your funny joke, okay? Call. Leave me alone.
I mean, I realized how it sounded, but it's not that way.
You have one of those little maid outfits.
No.
Okay, that's
No, we don't go that way.
okay.
I'm not like
Does
Amelia
anyone
Bedelia.
call anybody else senpai?
Dirty Amelia Bedelia. I'm almost done cleaning the carpet. You saw that, right? From Family Guy.
I
I
don't
think
know.
so.
Dirty Amelia Bedelia. It was. She's vacuuming a slightly different place than you would expect
Oh.
a maid to vacuum.
She's being nasty.
She's such a ditz. Or she was written to be such a ditz.
The author liked accuracy, I guess.
I guess. I mean, isn't she blonde?
Probably.
No, I think her hair's black in the book.
Is it? I
Or
don't know.
brown. I'm pretty sure it's not blonde.
That's not historically accurate then.
It doesn't sound right. Yeah.
No.
I think something doesn't sound right there. Although I have met some brunettes. Oh, she's redheaded. That's what it is.
Oh, well then.
Red/brown. So it's like it's brown with a
Soulless.
reddish
So she has no soul.
So is what we're saying.
gingers.
Gingers
South
are
Park,
leprechauns. Little evil Irish drunks.
Oh wow. Yeah, see, here's how it works at my house though. So as far as cooking and everything, right? So I cook a meal that we all take turns buying the food for cooking, right? I am pretty much always cooking something. Like when it's my turn, I pretty much never buy anything from like let's say pizza or anything.
Because
However,
it's expensive.
it is expensive. However, there may be a bit of that happens with the others. Which is fine. I mean, as long as they're providing a meal, that's all I really care for. But it's like, sometimes it does seem a little odd that I'm the only one cooking.
You should do a giant vat of rice, and then you should crock pot a whole chicken, and then you could eat that for a whole week.
You should show the receipts and explain to them money managing.
I mean,
Ooh, that.
I think that there is some of that needed, but the thing is, they don't like receipts. Well, actually, one of them's trying to do money management and then proceeds to buy food for everyone anyway. So there is a bit of that going on too.
Guess he's doing it in his own way.
It's kind of like I've told some people, you know, you gotta want it, right?
Yeah.
Like dieting, it's not gonna work. You gotta want to actually lose weight, or it's not gonna happen.
Hey, I was afraid to weigh myself ever since. I weighed myself tonight. I've maintained, baby. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone get happy about maintaining, although it's mainly because you lost your weight.
I lost some
I
weight,
know.
and I was afraid that I was trying to be careful, but I was afraid I'd gained it back.
It just sounded funny, like talking about losing weight. I was like, oh,
Well,
but
that's
don't
why I
worry,
did it.
I maintained.
I've maintained.
No loss of my girth.
Hey. It could be a anorexic person being excited that they're making progress.
That's true.
See, that's not what I was saying though. What I was saying is like if there's a person who's like, oh, I'm going to go on this diet, and then, well, this diet's not working, so I'm going to go on to another diet, and this diet's not
Oh
working.
my
so I'm-
goodness. Yeah.
And so you're like, well, what are you doing? Oh, well, I've been really good. I'll just cheat on it this one time.
That is
And
one
then you-
thing.
And then they cheat on it, and then they cheat on it again because they are rewarding themselves for losing weight, and they cheat on it again, and it's like, well, yeah, you're not going to lose weight.
That's one thing
Here's
that makes me the
one. There's
most
always
mad.
these tricks. What? Cheating?
Cheat days.
Yeah, no.
That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard when it comes to dieting. Who gets a cheat
Okay,
day?
here's the idea. Hold on. Here's the idea. So the idea is you're supposed to cut out certain things from your diet entirely. But if you do that, eventually, because we're human, you might fail or whatever and eat something you're not supposed to. So the idea is, in order to control that, you say, okay, I will eat some ice cream, but only this one time, only on Tuesday, at this one time, once a month, whatever. Say that's when I'm gonna eat a little bit of ice cream. That way, instead of one night thinking I'll never have ice cream again, and then you go have a little bit, and then that happens every night, you're like, no, because on Tuesday I'm gonna have a little ice cream, so I'm not gonna eat it now. That's the only reason that
Do you
could
hear
maybe work a
yourself?
little bit.
Do you hear yourself?
What?
Yeah. Again,
What?
So
you gotta
okay,
want it.
if I'm
No, it's
quitting,
a self-discipline issue,
no,
but there's
if I'm
tricks
quitting,
to disciplining yourself a little bit.
if I'm quitting smoking, do I get a cheat day?
Yeah.
Do I get a cheat day?
No, you gotta
but
quit cold turkey.
you're not necessarily intending to quit all food like forever.
No,
You're
but
trying to lose weight, however that works.
yeah, start eating healthy.
Exactly. Cut
Whatever.
the junk out of your life. I mean, seriously, it's the same way with smoking.
Yeah,
I mean,
you can't just
Moderation in all things.
you can't just have a
I
cheat
have
day.
a little bit of
oh, we're allowed to
sweet
smoke.
times.
Carrie, I just heard that Franklin say that we are allowed to smoke in moderation.
I guess. Well, actually,
Yes.
I actually stand by that.
Yes.
You know what? I'm not. You know what? Fine, Franklin. You make a good point. I tell you what. I'm gonna stop drinking and driving, but I can't stop cold turkey. So only on Sundays I'm going to go drunk driving.
But that is the that's I mean it kind of makes sense in that regard. If you can avoid cheat days entirely and not ever cheat, you're fine. That's best.
Right.
But
Right, but you see,
In the
you see how it
case
keeps
where-
teasing you, but
where-
it keeps teasing.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
is the idea to never have ice cream ever again, or whatever the thing that you like.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Yes.
That's the idea.
yes.
If that's the idea, then never do it again. But if it's something that it's like you can have a little bit once in a while, but just don't overdo, then you can say, look, I'm going to have a little bit on this day, and then you hold off till that day, and then that can maybe work. Is what I'm saying.
No, because you still have it in the back of your mind. You still have it as something you're
Exactly.
going to be keeping on eating.
Exactly.
You need to cut it completely out.
Self-discipline.
You need to cut it completely out, and then on the occasion, like you're at somebody's house and they offer ice cream, when you eat it, it's not going to be bad for you. If you keep having it every week, it's still going to continue being bad for you every week. You're still having ice cream, and you're going to have a lot of it too. If you cut it
Exactly.
completely out and get your body on a good regimen, where it's
Okay,
feeling
you're gonna have a
good,
lot of it. This is
a
the
cheat
other
day
way. This is
isn't
the other
going
way
to
to deal
hurt.
with that. This is the other way to deal with that. You get the amount that you think you should have, and then you put it the whole way away.
why are you teasing yourself? That's just
Yeah, like
Rimming.
that's just
edging.
What?
Why would
It's
you
called
put it,
moderation. You're
Yeah.
allowed to have a
why
little
would
bit
you
of
get
something.
it out and then put it back?
just a little bit
No,
of
I
sin
say-
is.
Yeah, except ice cream isn't sin. Here's the thing: you're not getting it out and putting it away. You get it out. You get out the little bit that you decide you're allowed to have, and then you put it away. If you
And then
get
you
it
get
out
a
and
little
eat a little bit,
more.
and then you eat a little bit more, and then you're like, well, I could just have a spoonful more. Yeah, that's where you overeat. But if you get it out and you get your one little scoop and put it in the bowl, and then you put it the whole way away,
Then your brain will tell you, oh,
So you
a
have,
little
like-
more
then
isn't gonna hurt.
potentially.
So you're saying basically you have a cup of ice cream.
So what I'm saying is this: I sometimes eat cereal, right? If you eat 3 bowls of cereal, that's very bad for you. If you eat 1 bowl of cereal, maybe you shouldn't if you're trying to lose weight, whatever. But here, I'm at 99% actually. I'm gonna have to. If you
No,
decide I can eat 1 bowl of cereal and that's gonna be fine, what you do is you get out the cereal. Because I've done this, because I used to struggle with this kind of a thing. You get out the cereal, you get out the amount that you decide you're gonna have, and you put it away. Now, after you're done with that, you're gonna be like, because I'm a fat ass, you're gonna be like, that was fabulous, I'm gonna have more. And then you're like, wait, why did I put it away? Yeah, it was because I wasn't gonna have any more. And what I'm saying is self-control, but there's tricks to try to, I don't know, try to make it easier.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it also depends on the
Calling it
person.
a cheat day is a misnomer, I guess.
No,
It's not cheating.
no,
If you
it
decide
is-
you're going to allow yourself that, then it's not cheating.
I don't know. My point
If
is...
you say, I'm only going to eat lentils for the rest of my life because that's how I'm going to lose weight, you're going to fail that diet, just straight up. that's not gonna work.
Excuse me, my dad does that every single day.
Is he happy?
So,
He never eats anything other than lentils.
I don't
That
think
is your
he-
dad's
I don't
only
think
source
my
of...
dad is happy, no.
Yeah, see, there it is.
I'm saying, I'm sure he eats something other than just lentils.
That's not
I
healthy.
mean, not very often.
Well,
I know
lentils
it's
aren't
not
very healthy
healthy.
either, but
I
whatever.
know it's not healthy. I mean,
But that is an extreme.
I'm saying you have to make it doable long term.
And that's why you find food that. Hold on, tip side, back.
but the thing is,
You find yourself, you need certain amounts of food and certain amounts of vitamins and certain amounts of things, and you get yourself what you need to use for that day. Everybody's different. Everybody burns calories differently. Jake obviously burns calories differently. He can eat 5 pizzas a day if he wanted to and probably
Whoa,
still
whoa,
weigh
whoa.
125 pounds. Everybody's different. Everybody
probably weigh
retains
less.
differently. Yeah, you probably actually weigh less because of valve problems.
Why are you
having that much
saying if
grease.
he cut back he wouldn't gain weight? Obviously.
What I'm saying is everybody's different and you got to find your own method.
but
If you want-
here's
No,
what
100%.
If you wanted to lose weight, I think about this is what I think would probably work best if you want to lose weight. Have something very small in the morning, maybe 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon, something to get you sort of jump started, maybe some fruit. Skip lunch and have a very
That's
small
a
supper.
fairly large breakfast, but sure.
yeah.
Have a skip lunch and then have a small supper to go to bed hungry, then wake up the next morning, have the same exact thing over and over and over again for probably about a month. Have the same exact
Yep.
thing. And then when you feel very weak and you feel dizzy when you stand up, now you know you need a little bit more food. So you start upping it and adding to it. You got to starve yourself first and feel hungry and know how your body works. Because
Derek,
everybody's intake
Well,
is
see,
different.
I completely agree with you.
See,
I
here's-
completely agree with you.
Okay.
Here's the only
thing.
counterpoint I'll give you. I completely agree with you. If someone had that self-control, that is the way you could do it, right?
Okay.
The problem is we're weak people, especially somebody who's fat. The reason they're fat is because they love food.
Franklin,
Right?
I
a
love
fault.
food. I love food. I think of food probably
Not
almost.
as much as Edsel.
He doesn't work. He doesn't have a job.
That's another thing.
You don't
And
you don't
If
love
you,
it as much
if you,
as him
if
because
you work
I
out,
guarantee
all the
you,
time-
I
were as
guarantee
fat as
you I
him,
love
if you,
as much
if
as
you were as
him.
fat as him, I maybe I
I
don't
guarantee
know.
I love it probably more
If
than
you were
him.
as fat,
He
if you were as
snacks.
fat
He
as
likes
him,
the
you
idea
would-
of he likes the idea of his mouth moving. That's what makes him fat, and that's why he talks too much. It's different.
Here's the thing, though. I saw some health guy, who purposely put on, I forget how many pounds. I think it was like 70 or 80 pounds, just to see how his clients, because that was his whole business, was helping people not get fat, or helping people lose weight.
Lose weight, yeah.
And he found out he purposely gained this weight and held it for I forget how long, and then he went and proceeded to lose every bit of it again. It didn't take him that long.
Doesn't take long.
And here's what he
But
said.
that's
The thing is, you can keep eating small amounts of what you like, but
Yeah.
you have to do again
Yeah.
self-control, and so you have to want it.
yes.
Which comes back to the point that I started in the beginning, which is you have to want it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we've circled back to exactly the start.
Well, but you also have to want ice cream, and that's why they get fat.
So here I'll give you another example that the best way to lose weight is to eat less, right? Cool. It's calorie deficit, whatever, blah blah blah.
Or start working
so
out.
you should only or that too. You should only eat breakfast, maybe skip lunch entirely.
That's just to figure out how your
And-
body is.
And sure, whatever. But the best, ideally, to lose weight as fast as possible, you eat a little bit of breakfast, skip lunch entirely, eat a little bit of supper, whatever. Cool. So for me, this is what would happen to me. Now, again, this is character flaw. This is lack of self-control. But I'll be like, okay, I'm not going to eat anything all morning. At some point in the morning, I would end up, how does this even happen? How do you end up eating something you didn't intend to eat? I don't know, but it would happen. I would end up eating like a little Debbie or something. And you'd be like, why did I do that? That was stupid. But at the time, it was so glorious that it was all worth it. All right?
Because you're hungry and you want
Okay,
a
that doesn't make
snacky.
any sense. You're saying that don't make any sense. I'm hungry and I
No.
want a snacky. Yeah, exactly.
No.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that to yourself? Okay, so here's a way that I've dealt with this, and it's been very helpful. You
zap yourself.
a snack
You
like a small granola bar you allow yourself to eat that small granola bar at 9:30 to 10 o'clock every morning.
No.
Well,
I found it helpful. Hey, I've lost some weight doing it.
no, okay. So that, in a way, that can be good if it's a healthy snack. The cheat day, have
It's-
fruit or have something like
yeah.
the cheat day. It doesn't
Okay.
mean gorge yourself. People, every time I've heard someone
Calling
talk
it a
about a
cheat-
cheat day,
no.
they're always like, "Oh, it's my cheat day,"
They're doing it
and
wrong.
gorge themselves.
They're doing it wrong. They're doing it wrong.
Exactly. It's like this.
The cheat day is like, I haven't eaten ice cream in 6 months, so I'm going to have a cheat day where I have a small amount.
Right. So
Tease yourself. Let you know what you're missing. Yeah.
not eating lunch is
'Cause
not
you hate
healthy.
yourself.
Whip
Well,
yourself, cat of nine tails. Not having lunch is not healthy. I'm not saying that's a good idea for dieting or any of that type of stuff. It's sort of to figure out when you need energy and how, like, what you need to. So for my diet, the way I do it is I have a certain amount of things, and I have some canned fruit that I eat because it stores well, and canned fruit and some yogurt for the morning, and a little bit of a garnish of grape nuts. And then at 10 o'clock, I switch to maybe a can of tuna and start a can of sardines because it seems like it ties me over better. But like as you feel, like if you have your like set times to eat certain things of food, and after you do that for a while, and if you still are feeling hungry afterwards, you can sort of up it and manipulate it just a little bit to where you're not like dying or something.
Well, see, here's how I feel. So I can tell when my blood.
That seems a good way to
low.
maintain it. That's not a good way to lose.
If you want to lose,
So
then just starve
Because
yourself.
if you want to lose weight, you're gonna have to be hungry some of the time.
Oh yeah, no,
Here's,
definitely.
here's what I've decided. So
So you have to think of that hunger as it's working.
Or work out.
It's
Yes.
working. It's the weight being lost. Oh yeah, that gnawing in your stomach. That's the diet working. That's what you have to think.
gnawing is good. What's bad is if you are actually feeling like faint.
Yeah.
like-
So what
if
you're
you're-
telling me is when I stand up, I shouldn't feel like falling over.
That's too low of blood
like-
sugar. But it could also be because you already were intaking too much sugar. So what you do is you give yourself food, a little bit of food and give yourself less and less until you wean yourself off completely. When your body realizes it, it's going to have to not drop blood sugar as fast. But it still has to use the same amount of food.
Which, to be fair, about
it'll burn the food better and more
Maybe.
efficiently, and then you'll lose weight
it begins
quicker
storing
because
it up. It begins storing it
it's-
up more because it's like, oh,
So-
we're not having as much.
it stores it. No,
No,
it
it
stores
uses
it up
it.
better.
It-
It uses it.
It doesn't
Oh.
store it.
Knows
So
how to use it.
if you eat way too much, your body will have access,
Stores it.
and then it starts storing it. So when you start
As fat.
Yeah, so when
Yeah.
you stop using it, like when you stop eating as much, then your body's still going to be storing X amount of that food when it goes in because it knows that it did that last time and it's going to do it now. So if you cut back on that, your body's going to say, okay, we need to store 50% of this food. Turns out you cut your diet to 50% and you're not actually intaking that much. So your body stored it as fat, so you didn't lose any weight. Now you don't have any energy. So it takes your body a little bit to say, okay, well, he's stopped eating as much. We're going to
Oh, I
stop
see what
storing
you're
as
saying.
much. So we're going to cut back storage to only 30% because obviously he cut his intake in half. So then you get used to that and you stop storing as much.
Exactly, and it also will eat the
I do
reserves that
like the
already
two
stored up.
thin people telling the fat guy how diets work. Thanks, I'll have to keep it in mind.
I mean, that's how I did for breakfast. The first month or so after
Which, to be fair, I
stopped
don't eat
eating
breakfast.
The first month or so after I stopped eating breakfast, I barely had any energy by 10 o'clock. Once my body realized that I'm not eating, and Tough is going to have to deal with it, then it started storing up the right
Yeah.
amount, but not too
To
much.
be fair, the first thing I eat all day is that granola bar.
Well, it would probably be better for you if you did actually have yourself a breakfast.
I mean,
I've thought that, but then I
So-
still don't.
So,
lunch is the breakfast.
well, it sort of
Lunch is the new
kickstarts
breakfast.
sort of kickstarts your body and gets it going, and you're going to start
That's what
using
the coffee's
that.
for.
Oh my lands.
No.
Like, okay,
Pop-Tarts?
here's
No,
I drink
no,
co-
no,
I,
no,
dr-
no,
I
no.
drink
No
coffee till
Pop-Tart.
about 9:30 till I eat anything.
you should
Well, the key is to not use any sugars then for breakfast, though.
Health.
you should have
I should have
like
an egg. I should what I should do is I should because the problem is I end up getting up too late and it's like, well, I don't have time to make anything, so then I just go to work. So what I should do is hard boil some eggs ahead of time and then just have them. Just chuck an egg in there.
sounds like you need
Well-
better scheduling.
One of the biggest things.
You need better scheduling.
One of the biggest things.
Like
I
you're
noticed I was
telling me to
starting
get up early enough to make breakfast. Yeah, I should do that.
Get up, have 2 eggs and a can of fruit.
2 eggs is too much.
1 egg
One
and a
egg.
can of fruit.
1 egg and a piece of toast.
Skip the egg, can of fruit. I
fruit-
can check my cans of fruit and see how many calories are in them. There's no added sugar. It has like, I don't know, junk. It has like,
Oh, there's so much pear juice in there.
it's cocktail.
Guarantee you.
It's cocktail
Full
fruit.
of pear juice. Yep.
They're
Yep.
so
That's what they
good.
sweeten it with, his pear juice.
So
I will
good.
say the biggest thing. and
Actually,
been
I
noticing
am
that-
sold on the cocktail fruit now.
that is actually really good stuff.
I went camping. I had a bunch of MREs. I was in about the worst shape I was doing. Nothing even nothing seemed like it would be good to eat. I tried to eat and it like made me almost feel gross. Except for the cocktail fruit was fabulous.
So good.
I don't know why.
One thing I've been noticing is recently, especially, I've been getting just a little bit more pudge on my lower stomach there.
Oh, nice.
Which I need to know. I need to stop that
Oh.
now, because here's what's happening is we make
Need to
enough
work out.
food. We make a box of noodles, which is
Ooh.
entirely too much for 3 people because it's way too much carbohydrate
Yeah.
dump on the body, especially for supper. And then I eat my portion, as it were, because we don't want to waste any. So what I really should do is actually start making less food for supper so that
Save it and do it for tomorrow night's supper.
I mean
Reheat it.
the problem
Leftovers.
is people in our house don't like leftovers.
Oh my
including me.
goodness.
Well, that's just a character flaw right there.
Get
I
out.
know
You
it
need
is.
to
I
beat
know.
them.
Leftovers are best.
I love leftovers. I love everything. Like I said, I love food.
Yeah.
Actually, there are things that are better leftover. Dude, stews, things like Craig's stew. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've ever had it.
The pumpkin stew.
Stews are good.
There's what did Mom make recently? Oh, that gumbo. We had gumbo and it was fabulous. And then we had it the next day and it was even more fabulous. And then I had it again, like one last time, and it was even more fabulous that time.
Nice. It gotta settle. Gotta sit.
It just gets
Yes.
better. It mixes and oh.
You have to slow cook it for 48 months.
Oh, I could do more gumbo. Oh.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's just biggest thing is not to consume too much because
Hey, it's creating a calorie deficit. That's how weight is lost.
exactly. And I mean, I
Or
would
if
admit,
if you're
I
wanting to
sometimes-
maintain, you create an equilibrium.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's all about knowing how much to give yourself so that you aren't starving yourself, but at the same time,
And eating,
eliminating fat.
and eating enough protein as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
You need protein to
And the thing is, if you
energy.
are feeling, I will admit that if you are starting to, especially in the start of the diet, if you need to have some for snack because you're feeling extremely weak, because that's a bad thing. That means that what's happening there is your body is attacking the wrong thing as well, because your body will actually attack your muscles if you're not eating enough.
Your body can't consume fat by itself. It needs something else to process it. Therefore, it uses your muscle to do that.
muscle is easier, I think,
I looked it up.
or something. Yeah.
It uses the muscle to process the fat, basically, somehow. I don't know how
That
that
is-
works quite, but essentially that.
That is why working out is crucial as well.
Exactly. I
So
don't
if
do
you
that very much.
if you're trying to store up so that you don't starve, so like I one time looked up like does fat people like starve less quickly or how does that work? They say not really, but because basically it consumes muscle. However,
Bullshit.
technically, if somebody was fat and muscle bound, like think a sumo wrestler, yeah, they could survive long without food.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all it's all self-control, and
Terry,
control is very hard.
Hello.
So
would you mind
Simba.
terribly? Or Jacob, I don't care who.
I am on it.
well, here I am sitting and talking, and
Do
it's
you
already
also enjoy
been
Farming
about
Simulator? I'm guessing.
45 minutes since I said I should get off. So I should get off and make food.
All right.
Teach them to
So,
cook
yeah.
themselves.
I might. No, they can cook. It's just that they don't
It's his
like
night
to.
for it.
Oh, it's your night. It's your
It's
night
my
to
night.
strap on
Character flaw.
the maid outfit.
Whoa! No strapping in anything here. No strap-ons.
Let's leave the strap-ons out of this.
Anyhow, hey, take care.
So yeah,
See ya.
well now you know how to lose weight.
I'll get right on that.
Jump right on that then.
Yeah, I think with the current amount of muscle that I have, I mean, obviously I could weigh 250 pounds if it was all muscle, like it doesn't matter. But with the current amount of muscle, if I was like 190, definitely, but even 180 probably wouldn't be too little.
You're
I
saying
still have a gut.
you want to weigh 180.
Yes, unless I would gain more muscle and then I could maybe weigh more. But I'm saying with the current amount of
Right.
muscle that I have, I think 180 would not be too little.
Where are you at now?
200, even. I mean,
Oh, really?
201
Oh, okay.
technically, but yeah.
You're not too far off.
No, that was the thing. When I came back from my hiking trip, I weighed 201 and I was so happy.
Ah.
And
Oh,
then I was afraid to, or I never ended up weighing myself, or yeah, whatever. I was too afraid, or I don't know what. Anyway, didn't end up doing it really for almost ever since. And I was afraid I'd shot back up, but
so have you
clearly
gotten
not the case.
have you gotten underneath it? Underneath 200?
No. Well, I don't know. I guess during that time somewhere I might have. Also, if you weigh yourself at the correct time, I'm sure I could find a time when I weighed just under, but
Right. Interesting.
I think right away in the morning is when you weigh the least, and I haven't weighed myself then, so.
Very interesting. Yeah, I lost weight, and I guess I'm continuing losing weight or something. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Is it welcome or no?
I don't know. Like it's like 176 maybe or something, which is odd because I've always weighed like 182, 180s, and I don't know.
Huh.
Guess I'll just lose weight or something. Which it
You
seems
should
like
eat
it's
more.
saying, but- Well, I am. I'm upping it a little bit here and there, sort of figuring out, but I don't really need it. Like as far as my energy goes, I still have the energy, so it's not like I'm needing tons of food. So, I guess I just don't have any fat on me either, really. So it's not. I guess
I'm saying if you don't have any
rush.
fat and you're losing weight, that's concerning.
That's muscle, I guess, leaving, yeah. But I still have, like, I ain't like I don't feel weaker. Like, I still feel pretty good. I would say there was probably somewhere on that needed to lose something, and I just lost it. And
No, maybe.
like if it stays at 176 and holds, I don't care. Like, I don't have to weigh 182. But, yeah, I don't know.
I don't accidentally lose weight.
Well, see, that was through the experimenting of Starfish.
Which, fair. That's fair.
And yeah, I've added food back one, so it shouldn't be. Yeah.
We'll get done with this field eventually.
Sometime.
I guarantee it.
I guarantee it. Have you ever... You need to make a list of what you need to watch down at BX. Beavis and Butthead, I forget which one it is. It's the one,
yeah.
It's the one where they go to outer space. Because as far as I
still
know,
haven't
that's the only...
seen that.
As far as I know, that's the only good one. I haven't really watched the show. I've tried occasionally, but I can't really... Not as good.
I tried to watch Adventure Time, and you're right, it wasn't that great. I should just pick out the Lemonhead ones.
Yeah, Adventure Time is... I occasionally will pop one where I'm like... pie or something, or
I mean,
like nothing else to
it's
watch.
it's vaguely funny.
Yeah. But there's like so many episodes. It's
Oh my
it's
goodness.
basically just a filler. Like I said, like if you're
Yeah.
really high and don't care about forgetting a bunch of stuff and not understanding what you've just previously watched, you just want to sit and snack. It's good time.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
But first, I'm just gonna get a little high. First, I'm just gonna get a little high.
Get a little bit high. Oh, I know
But
what would help.
no, the
though.
thing is, the fact of the matter is, okay, and I'm not at the point as Wiz, obviously.
Right.
So
No, right.
I'm not as whatever. But at this point, with him, it's an addiction,
Yeah.
right?
Him,
So
it's sin.
telling somebody,
That's sin
So-
where he's at.
hey, he said as much, so one feels bad, but whatever. Telling somebody with an addiction to stop doing the thing they're doing yeah.
But again, I come back to
Yes,
it.
that's what needs to happen.
That's exactly.
Definitely.
You need to stop. Are you stopping cold turkey? Like, okay, this is an example. Let's say.
I mean, we've solved rehab. I mean, go to Alcoholics Anonymous and be like, no, it's easy. You just stop drinking. A new revolutionary rehab technique.
No,
Stop
no,
doing the thing.
how many people would complain or have a problem if you sat in Burr's meeting and it's like, you know what, I've been having struggles watching a lot of porn, so I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna cut back, but I'm giving myself a cheat day. No one's gonna appreciate you. They're all gonna tell you to stop
I
cold turkey.
guess.
So the smoking one, I don't like. I don't find anything wrong with that. That's not like wrong to, unless you have an addiction to it. But here and there, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So
Drinking,
with things
whatever.
that aren't just like eating, you're not stopping eating
There's
cold
no-
turkey because you have to eat some.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm saying. But if you want to talk about sin, like something that
I
shouldn't be
guess.
done, you gotta sometimes stop cold turkey. And then for Edsel,
No, you're right.
and
you're
people
right.
always say you need food. That was always Mom's thing. You need sugar. Yes, but not at that high cut. Like people are.
you don't
need to
you don't
snort
need
it.
to add
Like,
any ever.
no, you don't need to add. Your body
Literally,
will produce
you
it if
need
it has
sugar, but
to.
you never need to add it.
No, exactly. The canned fruit, the
You
fruit,
get
have an
enough-
apple.
yeah.
It's plenty. You don't need the cookies.
It's like salt.
You're lying to yourself.
You need salt, but you never need to add it. Probably. I mean, you do just because it tastes good, but
Well, yeah.
like you get enough just from eating whatever's there. Like you don't need it
Exactly. So,
to add
Yeah.
it at least.
I think the only time people are going to, and I don't look at you as having a problem. Like I don't think you like, oh, whoa.
I mean, excuse me.
I mean,
Just so
okay, I can't get it.
You're so pretty.
I,
Wait,
we just
why is it like this?
Because I'm on a hill. You're low. Okay.
Here, when we get down
let-
here, it should be fine.
Yeah, let me scoop in. No. Okay. Fine.
Whoa.
Fine. Just take my tarp trailer and leave.
No, it's fine now. Now is when you can.
No, it's over. The moment's passed.
No, I'm still ready. Look at my boom.
Oh yeah, no, it's yeah, wow. But like, so I was gonna say I don't look at your eating habits and my eating habits, or like some people's eating habits, as being like
Clearly,
sinful
it's not
and, like,
out of control.
no, it's not out of
mostly
control.
Just maintain when I should maybe be losing some, but I haven't gained for probably
Yeah.
3 or 4 years.
like I said, I don't think you have an out of control eating habit or like overweight and it being like on the wrong side of things. But there is people that have that problem.
Yeah.
And when they have that problem and then proceed to tell you where you're wrong in your life, makes it very
Yeah.
difficult
It's
and
like,
almost
well,
impossible to not sit back and go, I'm not gonna.
moats and beams. You know what I'm saying? Moats and
Exactly,
beams.
exactly, exactly. But then they don't look at it that way. So yeah, I don't know. It makes me mad. Again, I'm not going to get mad with. I'm not going to har- harp on somebody for being overweight
And
and doing their whole thing.
I can't imagine how depressing it would be. Like, I I think I should lose about 20 more pounds probably, but I guess if I actually thought it has to be done now, I need to do it, I can probably do it. But I'm like, I'll try to cut back more and hopefully something happens. Like, but I'm not aggressively trying to lose it, right? Like,
Right.
in a year, I wouldn't be surprised if I would be surprised if in a year I was down to 180, you know, a little bit like that.
Right.
But that's not like, yeah, it's
But
like, it's whatever. I don't really care.
but
I'm saying
I
for
don't think
him
it can,
to
oh
be looking
my.
at, but that's 20 pounds.
Yeah.
That's 20 pounds for him to be looking at hundreds.
At least 200. Well, what he wanted to weigh when he was done, 170,
I don't know.
60 maybe. Because he's a
Oh
short
my
dude.
goodness.
He's a short dude. So you lose about 150. No, 200. You'd have to lose 200 and then cut the 30 pounds of skin off. Because there is a lot of that. You would need to go through surgery. With
Well,
that.
that's the worst thing about.
Yeah, he would have to have surgery done. And I've,
Maybe like
I've thought-
Peter. Remember Peter when he lost a bunch of weight?
Yeah, it's all gross. Ew. Like the church should say, if you ever get to that point, we'll pay for it. Pay
Yeah.
for
Oh
the
yeah.
whole surgery.
100%.
Yeah, because it'll never happen. You'll never have to worry. Sad.
My goodness. Just even imagine getting old like that though.
What that weight?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Get when you're old and can't move around very good anyway.
Oh my.
But now you have add an extra.
Well, it's not going to take very long. Diabetes
Yeah.
take you out real quick.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking
Shame.
Sunday when he was talking, you might not ever meet the point of retirement because it doesn't take long. If he has diabetes and gave up, it's not going to take long at all before that like takes a hold and continues on. Especially if he gave up and keeps on eating and gets worse, the diabetes is going to get worse, and it won't take long before he ends up starting to have to cut off body parts and being in a wheelchair probably.
Oh, that's awful.
Your eyesight goes. As you notice, he had problems reading.
Yeah.
And Mum, I thought he was a little bit off. Mum thought he stumbled around his words a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. It's not healthy. It's so.
I'm surprised you don't have any joints bad. I guess you don't.
He sits
Walk
all
around
day.
that much.
No. And that's the other thing that doesn't help. The amount of as active as he is, he doesn't need any food. Like he doesn't need to eat much at all. Because he doesn't do anything. He doesn't he doesn't walk, he doesn't lift.
Especially as hard as it is for me to lose weight. Like the older you are, the slower your metabolism goes, kind of, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's got to be even harder for him.
Yeah. It'll never happen. I mean, it just
I
never
doubt
will.
it, but
No, it won't. What's he going to change at this point in his life? He's already developed.
I'll take it as a cautionary tale.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, I doubt you'll ever be there.
But I'll die young anyway, just because I'm tall. Tall people don't live as long. It's a fact.
Really?
Did you know that? Yep.
Who said?
Hmm?
Facts, people?
Facts.
Faction?
All the facts people say it.
No.
Any facts people you wanna I don't know. That's what Crowder was saying, but I guess I could get all of his sources that are available at loudwithcrowder.com and check for myself. But according to him, anyway, statistically,
Statistically,
tall people live less long. Which it's
Statistically.
true with like dogs. I don't know if it makes sense, if it's the same, but with
Well,
dogs, they don't live
yeah.
as long if they're big.
I guess it just takes it's harder on your body to pump blood and do like you're longer and I don't
Yeah,
know. Yeah, I can see it.
everything's doing more. I don't know. That's what they say. I don't know.
I can see it. Crap, we're back to the same spot. Well, this is just where it's gonna be now. Did you empty?
Yeah.
Should I take a look at how much? Oh,
Take a little look. See.
interesting.
Less than you were thinking.
Yeah, I forgot how much soy we do since we do so much baling. Oh, you just used up all our profits.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Gotta keep after this stuff.
You gotta keep after the bugger. Bagger.
Why is it still running, I wonder?
It was probably in the middle of doing a process. He jumped out too soon or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
So we never even slept.
Mm-mm.
Oh crap! No, don't buy that.
So now we maybe have a grass cutting to do. It would be the only thing before selling.
Oh yeah. December.
But
yeah.
if we did the grass cutting, it would be in December, so we could sell first.
Right.
That should be the next thing that needs doing.
Yeah, I was.
Wait.
about to go
Oh, this grass is growing. This grass could be got in.
next
This grass
month.
can be got next month in November.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole nother grass thing to do first. But it won't be fermented by December
No,
then. We'll have
no.
to make it a different color and store it somewhere a little bit separate.
Yeah.
All right. What time is it? Probably time to go to bed, so I can get up in time to make breakfast. Oh, wait, it's only 8:13. Never mind.
I actually don't even eat breakfast right away. I go straight to work. Actually, I have
You eat
to-
breakfast at work, right?
Yeah. Which again, it's a can of fruit, a couple scoops, a certain like a eyeball amount of yogurt, and garnish of grape nuts to help everything go through quick and easy. Yeah.
That's another thing they say. Like I was looking up how much fiber a person needs, and they're like, here's the recommended amount. Nobody gets it, and like how much is too much? It's like
You'll know.
this, but also you never ever have to worry about it because you
Oh, you
never
do.
like
Yes, you do. So,
really.
oh yeah. So I was at work.
How do you get to, what do you even do to get too much fiber? Like what do you eat?
Well, a cup of grape nuts.
Nothing
Apparently.
but grape nuts.
Apparently, a cup of grape nuts will do it. So I would go to work, and Monday would be great, excellent actually. Tuesday would be questionable. Wednesday is starting to like make you think, and then Thursday is horrible, and then Friday is just horrific, and then Saturday's good and Sunday's better. So I was like, this is confusing. I was like, there must be something at work that's doing this to me because again, yeah, fiber is good. I mean, I'm having a cup of grape nuts. That's all it is. So I was like, there has to be
I should
something
take
wrong
grape
with our
nuts
water.
camping then.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Well.
No,
I'll
I'm
explain
not
it.
eating too much of it. I'm just saying
Helping stuff.
I
Well,
always wonder how I can get more fiber in my diet.
oh, but here,
while I'm
okay.
hiking.
You didn't hear the whole. You didn't hear why you figure out.
Yeah,
fiber's
I'll wait.
okay.
I'll wait.
Okay. So I was like, there must be something wrong with the water. Anyway, so I complained that the water was something wrong, but no one wanted to get it tested. So I was like, fine. There must be something else. And I was saying,
Could have taken a jug of home water.
Well, that's what Mom was saying or something. And I was saying something to Jesse.
Smart lady.
No, I was saying something to Jesse about the water or having issues and something like that, and he was like, "Oh, fiber can do that." I was like, what? He said, okay, so fiber doesn't break. This is what fiber does. It doesn't break down in your body. It
Uh-huh.
it gets in there, and since it's so
Think of it as a
tough,
bottle brush.
well, it's like a leech. It's or something to sop up liquid. It's so tough it can't be broken down. So your the things it breaks down, your enzymes or whatever, attach themselves
Yeah.
to it to try to break it down because it's so tough. So more of them attach themselves to it, and more produce or something to attach themselves to it, and they try to break down this fiber that they can, and in process it requires water, lots of water. So they draw more water into your bowels trying to break down fiber. That is what literally that's what fiber does then, and then it speeds everything up. Like it makes
Yeah.
you go quickly. So my issue was like I couldn't even pass gas. Like you know
Yeah,
how
so constipated, it's not even right.
so what?
I had that happen to me one. So constipated.
No.
Or
No.
the
It's the
other
opposite.
other
It's
way.
100% the opposite. Fiber is the opposite. Fiber
That's
adds water.
odd.
Well, think about it. Fiber adds water to you, and that's what helps everything move. It makes everything. It makes you more regular, as Jesse kept putting it.
Yeah.
So it adds water to the mixture.
What a nice way to put it.
Yes, it adds water to the mixture. So it's not going to make you more constipated. It's not going to stiffen anything up. It's going to make everything go slip and slide. Think of it as a water slide. So,
Is it
when
the kind? Is it the kind that's like, here, I'm gonna do a sound effect real quick. It's gonna be a little bit gross. Just hold on. This is the kind that's like.
pretty much, you don't need a knife. Basically, is what I'm saying. So, but think if there's more liquid there, when you're done going completely, there's going to be more liquid there. Like it keeps on being liquid. Like not even
Yeah.
it's past the point of having like stool. It's liquid in there. It's all liquid up in there.
Yeah.
So you got to be like have some muscles. You got to actually have some like tense muscles to keep it all up. And then if you ever has gas, you can't because it's liquid up in
No,
there.
you can't.
You just can't. So that would be very bad hiking. Very bad.
It's a vat. No,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, but I haven't got. Don't have enough.
That makes sense. You can have a little
Mostly.
bit.
It's hard to get enough.
Okay.
So okay, so you're hiking. What do you take to eat? Things like beef jerky. Things like, which that should have fiber in it, I guess. But it's a lot of protein type of things. Not that much fiber ends up getting in there. So my problem has always been you have to crap in the woods and it always goes poorly.
That's
right?
why I said you
I'm
eat
like-
tons of cheese and don't. You just hold it.
Yeah, that's great for a 3-day. I've actually done that for a 3-day and not gone at all. It's fabulous. For a 10-day, which is what I just did,
More cheese.
that wouldn't have worked.
Even more
Like, you
cheese.
Oh my goodness, you'd be so. Oh, that'd be awful.
And then eat a box of grape nuts. When
Actually,
you get home.
that worked out. That worked out so well for me. I don't know what I did correctly, but I did something right. Well, I ate those MREs, which are probably very well
Yeah,
balanced.
that's probably the balance. Yeah. If you took if you would measure it out and you would take
I ate bagels too.
oh, that will sop it up.
They should be pretty fibrous.
Yeah. If you would take grape nuts, if you like really got granule things that like certain
Right, it'd be hard to eat on the trail. Like, what would you put it with? Like, so hard.
oh, you just crunch them up. They're
Water?
delicious. Yeah, sure. Or just crunch them up.
Oh,
You get a handful
too
of them.
hard.
You're only doing like a handful of them. You do like a third of a cup. You do like a very small
Yeah.
amount.
Something like that.
The box tells you
Yeah,
what
you
you should
would.
have. I doubled it.
Actually, you know what? You know what? You know
Said
what?
have half a
Elijah
cup.
and Megan did. Elijah and Megan did. That was pretty cool. They brought along powdered milk, and then had cereal.
Oh, sounds horrible. They should have brought canned milk. Canned milk is best.
What you're trying to save weight is the whole thing.
Oh,
That's why you can't just take milk.
well, it'd spoil and stuff.
No, that too.
That's okay. Well,
I
powdered
didn't
milk.
think of that.
Powdered milk is ugh.
Yeah, but you remember you're eating it with the cereal. You're not ever just drinking it plain.
I get that, but it's
Also,
still.
not all powdered milks are created equal. Most powdered milks you get around here are skim for some reason. If you get powdered whole milk, it's better.
Okay.
Like in other countries, they sell powdered whole milk like on the shelf. Around here, you have to. I bought some online one time, but it's harder to get. I'm not sure what Elijah and Megan had though.
I guess in other countries, you gotta have it in some form of.
They don't
so it
really
doesn't-
sell milk at all,
Yeah.
other than in a box or in a bag or something
fresh
sitting
from
on
the
the
goat's
shelf in the
teat.
store. Or else, yeah, down in Guatemala, there'd be
Yeah.
a guy come along with a little tin cup and a goat, and you'd be like, "Right here, sir.
Fresh.
You can
warm
forgo the
goat.
cup this time. Just right into my mouth."
Ugh. Never mind.
I've done that
I'll
with
do
a cow.
it. Yeah.
Just give it a little squeeze right in there.
Some reason warm milk is a little bit.
I kind of
No,
like
well, actually, I guess microwave. Well, yeah. Okay, never mind. Take it back. A warm
Hot
glass
milk
of
is
hot
kinda
milk.
good.
Yeah, hot milk is good. You warm it up too much, you gotta get that little skin off the top then.
it. Oh yeah, that's not great, but
You gotta
back when you used to have
circumcise-
chocolate
you
milk
gotta
for
circumcise
breakfast.
your milk.
Is it any wonder that I was a little fat boy? Yeah, gotta circumcise your milk. Is it any wonder I was a little fat boy?
No, I'm surprised I wasn't.
Why did we have chocolate? Why did we have chocolate milk and toast with cinnamon sugar and molasses for breakfast?
Oh,
that
wow.
you dip in the chocolate milk.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and if that's not unhealthy enough, the chocolate milk has marshmallows in it.
Oh, wow, you've broken your whole body in the very
Not
beginning.
like it wasn't like Swiss Miss. It was like milk with the Hershey's mix in it, and then because it's not tiny Swiss Miss,
It's just
marshmallows.
full-on marshmallows.
You layer the top with the you want the little ones, and you make it so you
Yeah.
couldn't see the chocolate milk
Oh my
anymore.
goodness, no wonder you were. I'm surprised you not weigh 500 pounds.
Mmm, so good. Mmm. And I used to have. There was a period of time where I would have 4 pieces of bread with that.
With stuff on it?
Yeah.
Or just bread?
You'd have two toasts, one with cinnamon, one with cinnamon sugar, and one with molasses, and then you'd have 2. We called it plain breads, but untoasted breads. One with cinnamon sugar, one with molasses.
That sounds good.
It was.
I had cocoa
And do it
pellets.
again.
I had cocoa pellets, whatever those things were. That was my favorite cereal.
Mm,
Cocoa Pebbles, that's what it was.
Cocoa Puffs?
Cocoa
Or
Pebbles.
the pebbles.
Cocoa
The pebbles are more
Pebbles.
sludgy.
That was my. No,
and
you gotta eat them.
Terrible.
No. I'll tell you how to eat them. You, obviously cereal first into the bowl.
Fruity Pebbles. Oh,
I never was a fan of the Fruity Pebbles as much. Cocoa Puffs, Cocoa Pebbles was my
they're
favorite.
just full in sludge.
Cocoa Pebbles?
No, the Fruity Pebbles are just sludge.
What do
They
you mean?
just turn into this sugary sludge
But
in
okay,
the bottom
you're
of your
doing it wrong.
glass.
Okay, you're doing it wrong. Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
you gotta get a little bit, fill up your bowl with some, and then put the milk in, and then eat it. Start eating as fast as possible, and then what comes down to the end, it tends to be a little bit sludgy, but you gotta eat it very quick with cold, fresh milk, very quickly.
That's what you do with
And
like kind of
then-
like you do with Frosted Flakes, are kind of the same way.
Yeah, and then when you're done with that, then you can do the sprinkling of cereal on top of that. You start adding, and like yeah. So that's fresh and
Yeah, that-
crunchy. Oh.
And that's what you have to do with Frosted Flakes because they get too soggy too quickly. You have to do them small amounts and then just
Yeah,
little
the
bits at a
small
time.
amounts, yeah. Man, it's been forever since I had cereal.
My favorite cereal of all time is Honey Bunches of Oats.
Honey Bunches of Oats. I can't remember. I'm sure I had that. I just can't think what it is right now.
They're like they have little sweet oat clusters, and then they have like
yeah.
basically
sorta like,
Frosted Flakes, but they're not really that frosted. It's not super sweet. It's not. I mean, it is pretty sweet actually, but it's not like a Fruit Loops kind of a sweet.
Isn't it sort of like
I don't
granola
know.
or something?
Yeah,
Kind
a
of.
little bit. It's like a little bit like granola and with some cornflakes.
Yeah. I
don't know, I always love that.
I do know what you're talking about. I love those.
And they make almond ones, which is what the mom would always get, which are okay. They
If-
have almond slivers in them.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you want delicious, Oh, I forgot about that field. If you want super delicious cereal or granola, do you like peanut butter?
Mhm.
Of course you like peanut butter.
Eh.
Oh, really?
I like peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter flavored things very much.
Okay, because this is very heavily peanut buttered, and you can't eat very much of it. Too much peanut buttery. Peanut butter granola at the pantry.
But yeah, that sounds like something I wouldn't particularly care for.
They're like little rounder clustery
That might be
thingies.
good.
And
That might be good.
Yeah, they're too
Um,
much for me a bit, but you like
No,
eat little
give
bits
me
of it.
give me a can of Jif peanut butter. Like I'll eat spoonfuls. Like I don't care. Like
Oh,
I
then you'll
like
like it. Then you'll
Jif
like it.
peanut butter.
Then you probably like it.
But peanut butter pie, I haven't eaten any in a long time because I just never have it.
Eh,
Because like we don't make it. Like if I'm at a pie bar, like let's say at the family gathering, I'll
Right.
either be. But yeah, Christina made banana cake that was delicious, but then she put peanut butter in it, and it was I don't know. It's just the peanut butter flavored thing. Oh, the Reese's Pieces. Have you ever had the Reese cups? Are actually kind of good, but Reese's cereal.
that little bastard's playing
Where it's
house
like,
flippers.
where it's like, I see that. Where it's like Cocoa Puffs and then peanut butter flavored like balls of the same size,
Oh,
but
yeah,
they're just
yeah.
brown.
Yeah.
Not a fan of, because
Oh,
I'm
really?
like the peanut butter flavor. It's like not real peanut butter flavor. It's like a weird other peanut. I don't know.
Okay, then you won't like
Just
the
peanut butter
granola.
flavored things. I'm not a huge fan of.
Okay, then you won't like the granola. 'Cause that's sort of what it reminds you of. It's just like more
Yeah.
realistic, like not as fake. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I might
more
like it.
glitter.
I probably wouldn't hate it. I probably just wouldn't be too cranked about it.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, I have fertilized this field. Have you fertilized the other fields?
Yes, I was cleaning up around the doing a little
Okay.
forklift. And
All right.
that should be everything.
That should be everything. So we could potentially sleep and sell
What were we selling?
everything.
Oh, bells? Not bells.
Yep. Yeah,
Bells?
in December. Bells get
And-
sold in December. No, wait. We have to do it. We have to. Oh, okay. We have to do the thing in November, right? I forgot.
Do what in November?
Never mind.
You being stupid.
Mow grass. I was thinking we were mowing grass in December, but we're not. We're mowing grass in November.
When do we sell bells? Oh, you were saying we sleep twice to sell
December.
bells.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I was thinking we didn't need to do anything in November, but we do.
Well, wheat prices look like they're gonna be pretty good this year. Because wheat's in December,
Yeah.
and that's
Wheat's in
already at,
December, straws in December, bales are in December.
and that's already at high good prices. Yeah, silage is looking good. Oh, money.
I'm so excited.
Okay, sleep. Sleep.
Slip.
So much
Because the big field doesn't need anything doing till spring.
What? Oh
Because
no.
the next thing we'll do is
Yeah.
plant it. It doesn't need cultivated or nothing. We'll just plant it and then spray weed killer. Have we bought a weed sprayer or did we rent one?
We
You rented one.
rented one. Yeah.
Pretty sure we rented one.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Ready to go again. So many bells.
So
This
I'm
is
going to
so
switch the
unhealthy.
color. What's unhealthy?
Bell.
Huh?
How many bells we
The amount of
have.
bells.
Yeah.
Just ease this in here.
I guess you don't want to mow one time?
Huh?
You want to mow?
I mean, I don't need to.
Okay.
I will if you're tired of it.
No, I was just wondering if you wanted to mow.
All right, back to white. So if you ever come by with the thing, which you're probably gonna, I switched it to white.
Okay. Yeah, I think all the Bell trailers have like garbage all over them, so I'll have to empty one. Shoot, this is when we really need Jake.
Yeah.
House flippers can't be that
Hey, Gab,
interesting.
quit playing House Flipper.
That can't be that good.
I can't imagine.
Can't be good at all, actually, now that I
Also,
think about it.
Car Mechanic Simulator.
That sounds like a real bore.
Sounds terrible.
Did you get the Beller with nothing in it? Yeah.
No?
Oh, did it have 76%?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, you get ahead fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get ahead of 2 people.
Yeah.
You get any fish?
It was too muddy.
Oh,
Couldn't see a daggum thing. Yeah, it was a real shame.
So you didn't stay
The
out
whole
very
way
long?
down there. Huh? No.
So
We maybe drove, went out. We went up to the head of the island, up to where we knew it was good and shallow. Still didn't see nothing. Drove back probably 15 minutes.
Huh.
15, 20 minutes. And then we went home.
Not the real thing.
So we were home by about 12 o'clock. And then
That's
Alex
nice.
backs his boat into his driveway. Turns too sharp. Well, it would have been fine if it was just the boat, but I had the light rig on the front. Turns too sharply. Digs the light rig into the back of his truck. Bends in the metal right above the rear tail light. Busts out one of the light, the glass in one of the lights. Showers of glass in the road. Melanie stepped on it with her bare feet.
That's her fault.
Yeah, she said it wasn't like terrible or anything. It just cut it a little bit. Anyway, but still, it was all just terrible. Then when we got home,
Well, so much for the truck selling.
yeah, he said, I should have sold it. I should have sold it. Poor little feller.
Little feller.
Then last night, we went to the grandpa's to move furniture out of the basement, and I was coming down the stairs, and I saw Alex and Radford were coming up with a couch, and so I wanted to get out of their way, so I like ran down the last part of the stairs, but that apparently put me up higher, and so I slammed into the ceiling, like where the like at the end of the stairs, the
Oh,
ceiling like
yeah.
drops straight down and then turns into ceiling. There's like a little like sharp edge there. Hit so hard. Busted there's like a line. There's like an opening,
A forehead
an opening, if you
position.
will.
If you put your forehead
Anyhow,
there, it
which
sinks in nicely. It sits in there.
Anyhow, no, it was in like the top of my head, or like
Oh.
toward the front. It's a little bit forward of my headphones, thankfully.
You're saying it broke your...
Bled all over Grandpa's. Luckily didn't.
Oh,
Luckily didn't bleed on the carpet.
I thought it broke the drywall, like the... that's
No,
probably
no,
sheetrock.
no.
It broke your forehead.
It was that solid. That you don't even see anything. Not my forehead, like in amongst the hair.
Oh, wow. I was thinking you broke... I was thinking for some reason it was drywall and that you put a dent in
No,
it.
the ceiling is
No, the
fine, thank you.
ceiling.
Thank you very much. Well, they a lot of times do like a little metal metal
Yeah.
corner piece in those kind of places, don't they? Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, I was like it felled me instantly, like to the floor. But then I got right back up, and I was like, "Ow!" But I thought it was fun. But then like I touched it, and immediately like so much. You know how head wounds bleed, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So I like whip up the stairs, like capturing it in my palms, and managed to stave it off till I got to the tile. After which I made a horrible mess.
That's where you had to be dramatic and blade all over the place. Gotta make it look
Bled on my
bad.
pillowcase last night.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
Seeping.
Yeah, I thought it was done. It wasn't. It was a whole thing.
Well, the head skin is stretched so...
Oh, it's stretched
Nice.
so
It's-
tautly over your skull. It stands no chance.
No.
If I comb my hair over, you can't see anything. But if it's like right after a shower, it like, because like the skin on both sides kind of like spreads away.
Oh, yeah.
It points the hair on top of it up, and it points the hair on the bottom of it like down. And so there's just like
Little-
this little window in there into this little
A little
yeah.
blood part.
Yeah. That's about 5 inches or 4 inches long. Just
Oh,
like
wow.
the whole way, not the whole way across. I don't know, it's about maybe halfway. I don't know.
I had
The
a...
whole thing.
I had a stick bat that I was using once to break old dead limbs off of trees. And you know where this is going. I hit one that was a bit too thick, and I didn't give it enough gumph. And it came
Bounced back.
bouncing back and smacked me so hard in the forehead. Like instantly collapsed to the ground. Like just knocks you down. And
Yeah, it's not even like you think about, like, you don't think about going down. It's just like you're down now.
yeah, it just puts you down. And yeah, blood everywhere. It actually went in my eye a little bit. Yeah, lots of blood. That was, I think, more like the eyebrow area.
And I had ridden my motorcycle over.
Oh.
I hung pressure on a little bit. It kind of stopped. It would still ooze, but whatever. But I was like, I ain't putting my helmet back on.
Right. Yeah, you get all bloody.
So I just rode home without a helmet, which is fine. I mean, it's not that far or whatever.
Crashed, and
But
I made a
what I
bigger
didn't-
blood mess in
What
my
I
head.
didn't, yeah. I was like, yeah, if I crash, it's already
Yeah.
no.
That was there.
Anyhow, what I didn't count on is the tugging of the wind on all of the
Oh.
hairs that are close. It's kind of a painful ride home.
Ripped it open.
It was spreading it a little bit.
Yeah, you go. You have a 4-inch gash, and then it ends. By the time you get home, it's around 5 inches.
Oh, Lance, why do I suddenly do this? I've been bailing all this time and it's been fine, and then suddenly I drive over
Oh yeah.
a whole bunch. See, luckily, we're going away next week, which is why we went last night to move some furniture so that we would have done our bit, and so we don't have to be a part of the main moving of things with like all the Wadles and the Laymans and whatnot.
Yeah.
So this actually worked out really, really good for us. Although we did have to move I didn't actually have to move the hide-a-bed. I moved the sofa upstairs. There was another sofa downstairs that had a hide-a-bed in it.
Oh.
Which I don't know if you've ever moved a hide-a-bed sofa, but they're awful.
I can imagine they're heavy.
They're like twice as heavy at least.
Yeah.
That's like where all the weight is. It's all in the hide-a-bed.
So, where is he? Are you moving? Where is he going now?
He's already moved the whole way out. He's in his home.
Oh, okay.
But then we're having a sale
Right.
at some point, end of September sometime. So everything has to be moved upstairs. And I guess eventually at the day of the sale, they'll move everything out. Like outside? I don't know how that'll work.
Oh, right. Or is it sell at the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like there's already tables set up in the garage with like all the books and stuff sitting in rows on it.
Yeah.
Some things like that.
Are they selling the house then?
I'm not sure what's happening in the house.
Okay. Man, I can't imagine. Does he get a say? Because it seems like he would want to sell it
Who?
off at a sale. Your granddad.
At the sale? I don't know.
Like an auction. Like if he's not letting the family buy anything else.
We think Pap should buy it.
That's probably the best thing.
But Pap says he'll have to go like remodel everything before he can even live in it.
I mean, that's fair. No one's saying he can't.
Also, I'd want to clear the smell of death out of the garage.
What's
That garage smells awful.
why?
I don't know. It just smells like, well, it smells like death. I don't know how else to describe it, but that is what it smells like.
Wait, is that because of the piss funnel in the wall?
The what? Oh, no. That's down in the shop.
Oh, okay.
That's like his garage, like that's attached to his house. I don't know why it smells so terrible. I don't
He
even
has
know what
a-
it smells like. It's just awful.
He has a homemade Uranus down in the basement. Urinals.
Down in his shop,
He has a
yeah.
homemade urinals.
It's just a funnel that goes to the wall.
And then you
It's
buy.
bunches of sawdust like clinging to the side. Yeah, the idea is, for
You buy
me
the
at
big
least,
house.
that I would then buy the big house. But Alex has other ideas, and also that's a lot of. If the shop wasn't on it,
Alex can't
I don't
just
know.
have everything. Can he?
he thinks he can.
Can he? Is he allowed to?
He's pretty.
Can
He's
you
pretty
just,
sure.
can you
I
just
think
have
he,
everything?
and if you just, yeah, if you just have it. But Alex thinks if Pap don't want it, he would buy it as a rental.
Wait,
Grandpa's
granddad's.
house.
Oh,
that
really?
is. Yeah,
Alex will.
I don't know. Yeah, he wants to buy more property. I guess he's got the hankering.
Well, he's not even done with his first one. Or is he about?
Is he? We at the very least gave him an interest-free loan.
Oh, I
in
know.
The garage.
I know that, but he still has to pay it off. Or does he?
But it's not like it's gathering. No, you can just have everything.
I mean, if anyone bought it, I would have
Hey,
thought Winston would
excuse me.
have. I would think Winston's rearing.
Thing. I don't know.
Curiouser and curiouser.
I'm really, really hoping to buy this one though. What I'm currently sitting in.
Makes it a
If there's
whole lot
anything
easier.
like it. Well, yeah. I don't know.
No, do what Brady did.
It's probably stupid. Here's the reason it's stupid. It's probably more money than I would potentially have to pay for a house. Because it's bigger than I need, and also has big shops and stuff on it, and a fair amount of land and whatnot.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So, I'm saying I could potentially pick up a ranch or something like Alex along 11 for a good bit less. So, As far as that goes, it maybe doesn't make sense, but also
Yeah, but you, like when
I want to
buying
die in this house.
when buying a house, it doesn't necessarily it's always like you're not losing really.
No.
Unless the housing market collapses and then you have like a big loan.
Although they do say you're better off buying a house that you can more easily afford, and then when you're done selling it
Right.
and upgrading, you can do that faster than you can just like work at paying off the more expensive house right away.
That's because of massive interest and you pay tremendous amounts. I get that.
Yeah, but I would probably. How would I not be paying massive interest? If
Could-
Pap's buying Grandpa's house,
You do what
he's
Brady
gonna
does.
need.
Oh, he's gonna need.
What did Brady do?
I forgot.
Wasn't he
his-
gonna need to buy a whole other house?
Huh?
Isn't Dad gonna want all his equity in his first house to buy his other house?
I forgot he'd probably want a lump sum, but you do what
I guess he could maybe. If I got a loan for just the amount, but then it's not. Is that a house loan or what? I'm saying if
no. So
you could do something where I could just like get a loan for just the amount that he needs to buy Grandpa's house, because Grandpa's house is probably worth less than the one he has now. I don't know.
so I'm trying to think. Take
And then I could just pay. We could just keep record of how much I owe plus
well,
extra for that. But then
that'll have to everything will
Yeah, I
have
don't
to
know how
go
that
through the
works.
bank. Everything has to go through the banks because they want cuts.
so how's that work?
Well, not to say through the banks. So the government wants to make sure they have everything tallied.
So he can't pay. I
So he
can't.
could give it to you.
He can't sell me the house for like the same.
He could give it to you.
Okay.
If I get this correct, he gives it to you for, like, he puts it in your name, but then you write up something with the bank, so it's legitimate, that you owe him X amount of dollars. And then
Yeah.
since it's such a large sum, you have to then put a interest on it, and I think the minimum is 2%. So you do the large lump sum that you're paying him, you're paying your dad. The interest is a set 2%. You will pay him 2% extra. So it's a fixed thing. You're not paying on the
And you could even
mortgage
figure
every
out the
month.
total price to
Yeah.
include
and then
to
you could
include
then
the
you could
interest.
yeah, then you could take away a little bit to include the interest, and then he would make less on it, whatever. But the interest puts it the rest of
He
the
would
way.
make less on it.
I'm
Why would
sa-
he
I'm
make
sa-
less on it?
I'm saying because he's not making his 2%.
He'd make less
because
on
he's
it
not
than
making
if
his
he
2%.
made his interest, but
Yeah, that's
if he
what I'm
just
saying.
sold it to somebody, he wouldn't be making the interest anyway.
Right. So you do that, and
Because the
then
bank would be making that.
right. So you would do that, and then you figure it all out, and then you pay him every month. You pay him a certain amount, and now you're not putting in tremendous amounts of interest just to the man or to the banks to make their
Yeah.
money. So,
So
you
the
could
only
buy it with that.
Yeah. The only question I have is where do I get the loan for my initial lump sum that I have to pay for?
You
pay
don't.
Pat?
There is none. No.
Okay, then how does Pap afford his other house that he has to buy?
Ah, well then you give him a large sum then.
I don't have it.
Well, then you
I
get
don't
it.
have enough I don't have enough to cash off Grandpa's house.
You're not cashing it off. Your dad would get a loan. And
Why
the mo-
would
but
Dad
you-
have to take a loan when he wouldn't have to? Just to be nice to
because
me.
no, well, first off, family. Second off, the money that you're paying him goes to that house then.
No. So basically, I buy Grandpa's house, Dad lives in it, until
You
I have
could.
Grandpa's house paid off, and
You
then
could.
you switch it over.
You could do something like that if you wanted to.
That'd be a
Yes.
way to do it.
You just buy his house.
But then I'd have to. What is it? You have to pay more. What is it about you have to live in your house to avoid something? You have to live in the house that you buy.
Yeah, if you're buying it as an investment, I think there's a higher mortgage
Higher-
percentages. But
Yeah,
to be
interest
fair,
rate or whatever.
to be fair, the interest rate's already around 8%, 9%, so that's ridiculous anyway. So it would work. It would be better if your dad was planning on doing something like that. Is to start now, and start like get the house in your name, and then start paying him now, and then
Well,
everybody
I
just
should
keep on
start.
living there.
I should start. I could also start paying into my. I guess I could just pay into my savings like I would be making payments to PAP.
That's another way of doing it.
Why wouldn't that be the same thing?
It could be the same thing. And then if you
There
ever
goes my idea of buying a flintlock pistol kit. Dang it.
so we could shoot each other.
Yeah. Do you realize how much they cost though?
Yeah, $350. I haven't done it yet. Stupid.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of money.
Yeah,
I
just-
thought they would be cheap.
No, that's
Oh,
saying,
and
like,
it
keep
starts
cooking.
at $350
That's
is the
starting.
cheapest you
Oh
can
yeah.
get. Like,
Oh yeah. No,
that's
that's
starting. You
yeah.
can pay up like $600. It's like, well, that's
Yeah.
new gun already assembled money. What are you talking about?
This is have to put
And from
together.
the site that I saw, the pirate one was sold out, which is the one that was the coolest.
Well, that's not even worth even doing it now.
Oh, and then the Kentucky one was like $700.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
yeah, I would have done the 350 one. Ah,
So could you buy just like the barrel and the
I looked.
striker assembly and then like make the wood yourself?
Nah, I looked. Because I thought about making a whole like handle and stuff out of like brass or bronze or something. Because I've seen that done. Looks pretty sweet. And you do it out of like a metal.
I'm sure what you're paying for isn't the cut out piece of wood though.
No.
Anyhow, yeah, yeah.
See, that's why you need a big backyard. So you can have duels.
Do dueling in.
Yeah.
I will do dueling someday
Are you still interested in doing that?
with a beautiful pair of dueling pistols.
Are you like, is that
We could
something?
each buy one, but they would be exact. We would make sure
Yeah.
to buy them exactly the same, and then they could be in like a box.
A box. The locked box, but we both have a key so no one can tamper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then you'd open it up and like choose. Yeah.
Choose your dueling pistol. Are you actually still interested in doing something like that? I say
I
it
would love to do that.
because I say it, and I'm not sure if I'm crazy or not. Like I don't know if it's.
Okay, I can't tell if it's like that's dumb just because you get shot in the arm and it draws blood and it's like ow, or like is it that's dumb, you get shot in the arm, it blows part of your like a big chunk of skin out, you're like in so much pain you actually have to go to the doctor and they're like, what were you doing? And it's like, I shot
Being a
because the dueling
dumbass.
pistol, and he's like, what in the world? You thought wax rounds would just be safe because they're wax? You know, kind of fun. And then
Well,
although
you do
when you can
testing.
adjust when you can adjust the powder, you
Yeah.
put in a tiny bit of powder and then you shoot like a target with it and see what it does to the target. What in the world? Stop! God! It's flinging me all around. You put a very small amount of powder, shoot, see what it does, maybe actually get shot with it, see how it feels.
Yeah,
And then just
Yeah.
go up a little bit.
there would definitely be
Test, and then
testing.
go up
You
a
wouldn't
little
just immediately
And
go to
finally, in
50
the end, when
grains.
you had and finally, in the end, when you had your charge that you decided was correct, then you would have a measuring that you can measure out the perfect amount every time.
Yeah, yeah, they
and
make.
you can get consistent.
I have all the measuring stuff. I can get you exact amount of grains and everything. Or you could scale it even with the scales. But so if you did like, if each person did 25 steps or whatever, that's a pretty decent distance. I mean, that's potentially 50 yards. So you would potentially need more powder. So if you did your first game with each one doing 25 steps with more powder, let's say 50 grains, that's a lot, actually a tremendous amount. But let's say you do 50 grains because you're at a longer distance, you need to get your wax round further. And then if everybody misses, then you're like, okay, now we do 20 steps and you bump it down to maybe 45 grains. Like you would know your
Oh, right.
distance to how many grains you would have to maybe have. So you still want it to be,
Yeah.
you still want it to be interesting if you got hit. Like you don't want to be like, I think
No,
I
you
think
don't
I
want
got
it to be
hit.
like.
I think
You don't
I
want to
got
not
hit.
care that you got hit.
Right,
You want to
exactly.
care.
You want to care.
How are you gonna get that hit of adrenaline if you don't
Exactly. Well, what we can work on beforehand is making the armor. Because I want to make my own face mask.
Well, I haven't thought about that.
See, I want to make mine out of like brass and maybe copper. Like you'd have a bulletproof one on. Like you would buy a bulletproof mask, obviously, like a Kevlar or something that's like heavy
Like
duty.
one of those black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You'd
like
want
one of
some-
those black, like with the tiny eye holes. How do you
Yeah.
cover up the eye holes though?
Well, I was thinking like glasses beforehand, or maybe if you made your a decorative mask, maybe if you put like a thick piece of plexi on the
Mesh.
back. Mesh, it would just French fry the wax into your eye.
So it's more evenly spread.
To make sure to get all of it. No, you'd want like a heavy plexiglass or something like it can take a hit. And then you just like work it
What
into
about
the
if I?
mask.
Yeah.
Shooting glass is
You
actually...
think a gas mask would be enough?
Oh, gas masks be pretty hot. It might be enough. They're a little bit
Yeah, I
floppy,
doubt
maybe.
it. They're all soft and
But
floppy.
that's also not medieval.
no.
as much. You
Well,
can-
also, neither are the pistols are quite medieval.
Well,
I guess
true.
they are. But
I could
don't
make
know.
you a
They're a
medieval
little bit
gas
past medieval,
mask.
maybe.
I don't know. I want to hammer out a...
Start with the
Mask.
ballistics mask, and then I will make a leather plague doctor.
Yeah, you can have your leather mask. Oh, you're saying with a bulletproof underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, the bulletproof be underneath, but then you'd have like
Oh,
a
that'd be-
plague doctor nose to it.
You go for the plague doctor's look.
If I knew how to work leather.
Oh, have you sewn anything?
A bit.
Have you darned with your hands? Like
Yes.
by hand? That's super easy then. It's the
Yes.
same thing. It's very simple.
It's
You-
gone. I've probably not done very well at it
Well,
though.
the best thing about plague doctor masks is they're meant to look horrific. Have you seen the real
They
ones?
can
Of
look a
course
little
you
bit
have.
shoddy.
They look horrific.
I wonder how you
Oh,
get them to hold their shape.
They don't. Look them up.
No. The actual ones, not like the
No,
the
no, no.
steampunk ones people make
No,
now.
the
Yeah, you're
steampunk
right.
ones are
you're right.
realistic or good looking.
They are heinous.
Horrific. If you, that
I
would be
was
best.
thinking of a bit more the steampunk style. But oh
No,
my
it would be
goodness.
more. It would be
Uh.
best if you had like a historical accurate. Oh, that'd be creepy. Oh, that'd be horrible. It like the nose actually almost points up.
The Russian gas mask, I will say, is pretty creepy. As far as creepy goes.
Oh, really? Does it have the round eye
pretty good.
holes?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Round
those.
eye holes. It's a hood that goes the whole way over your head, and then
Ooh.
the canister goes directly below your mouth.
Yeah, I like
Like
that.
down,
Yeah.
straight down.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. I kind of want one.
That's also sort of the what that you house payments. That's also sort of the.
I know. That's why I can't buy one.
You already said they're $50. Well, they got asbestos in it. You don't want one of those.
$47.
47. They have asbestos.
Yes, I do.
What?
But I do though.
Yeah.
Maybe for LARPing. It's not to use.
As soon as you start breathing in it, it's asbestos. You gotta switch out the canister.
No. You gotta switch out. Not the canister. There's a particulate filter. Is where the
Oh.
asbestos is. The canister just got charcoal in it.
Oh, okay. So you just take out the filter.
So
or the
they
particulate.
market it as exactly zero asbestos, but technically there's some in there. But they said you shouldn't actually get any of that unless it's damaged. You're not actually breathing the asbestos.
No, right. I mean, there's a lot of things that shouldn't happen unless they're damaged and people get cancer from them. I mean, don't lick
Also,
lead
you
paint.
have to breathe a pretty good amount of asbestos before you actually, or like,
Well, yeah, I know.
it's not like a tiny little bit and you instantly get cancer. It's like prolonged exposure,
Yeah, I know. There's a
like chain smoking cigarettes.
right. There's a flooring
They have
guy.
asbestos in them.
I think they're flooring people. Yeah, they're flooring towel people. He said his dad, which occasionally comes in the shop with him, still perfectly healthy, would do asbestos tile, would work with it, and if you had like a crack or something you need to fill, he would take like a piece that he had cut off of, like a piece of junk, scrape it up with his knife, get some powdered asbestos, mix some glue with it, and then fill the crack. He said he like all over this stuff. Still healthy, or
Yeah.
still alive at least. I don't know. You just don't
So
want.
it's
any
like
of
it's
it.
bad for you, but it's not like
Well,
yeah,
it's-
you wouldn't want it.
The biggest thing is
I would
once it a
probably see
little
if I
bit's
could.
in,
I'd see if I could Yeah, I'd see if I couldn't get rid of, like, it's not like you're wearing the thing all the time either.
No.
But
It-
I think if you could probably take the filter out.
oh, probably.
I don't know, maybe you couldn't. If you could take that little filter out, I mean, that's when it's dangerous, is when you start messing with it. But
Right. The biggest thing is once it's the asbestos
like
is
when
in, it
they
doesn't come out.
yeah. In what?
In your lungs. Like apparently it doesn't remove itself, like it builds up. Like if you get one
Oh, I see
particle
what
in,
you're saying.
the one particle will live there now. Like it doesn't break down or anything. It's really good stuff.
Oh wow, yeah, very durable.
Durable. Oh yeah.
See, the problem is, a lot of times, whenever some of the fellas would buy houses, they would get a raise,
Oh. Oh, so if Alex
which
bought
is
another
stupid because
house-
why are we basing no? Why are we basing how much somebody gets paid on whether they are buying a house or not? We're not. It's not like a commune, but whatever.
Right.
But I guess if I was doing something, yeah. So I'm just saying, saving up, getting a raise. I don't know if we're still doing that or not.
But potentially you could get matched or be at a raise.
I don't know. I don't know how much I'm getting paid now, so
No. Oh, I'm sure there'd
that
be
might seem odd, but
I'm sure there'd be someone. I'm sure there'd be someone to you could find a little bit extra cash from somewhere.
what do you mean?
Oh, I'm just saying if you needed to add a little bit of something extra.
Oh,
Yeah.
an under the table personal loan. I
Yeah.
love those.
I love
I've done
those.
those. They're fun to do
Yeah.
because what happens is the money goes away, and then you forget about it, and
And then hopefully it comes back.
then hopefully it comes back. Yeah. But when it does, ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I've had
nice.
some not come back.
Wait, still?
Oh yeah. Oh, Yen's done with it.
Oh heavens!
Are Yen's done?
What?
Oh, I'm talking about a particular person.
Oh, he actually came in and I think he paid it all off.
Oh, really? Interesting. Interesting.
He didn't pay Josh anyway.
Oh. Curious. Wonder if I'm next. I was supposed to.
No,
I think I'm next.
no.
That would be awesome. Because, yeah, like you said, it goes away for a long time. And you forget about it. That'd be very handy. No, but you wouldn't need that much more.
No. I should stop buying like motorcycles and
How many did you buy?
no, I just the one.
Oh, but you've been looking.
No, I haven't been looking. I just probably I don't know if I should have bought it. I don't know. It
Oh.
wasn't that much money, and but should have just saved it.
Yeah, maybe.
I was hoping I could maybe run it places instead of my Jeep and maybe save a little on gas. But I'm sure I haven't even close to made up the difference yet. And also, it's like, it's annoying because it's like, there's places you could take it, but you can't because you're afraid you'll get judged a little bit. So I don't know.
You will.
Not afraid, yeah, not afraid. Just 100%
That's
it will happen.
so that is a thing with the motorcycle. You have to run it. Like
Yeah.
you have to be very committed to running it to actually make it like almost
Hey.
do anything.
Pretty much anywhere I go that's not like, if I'm going to town for any reason, it's on that. Except then it's like, oh, I have to buy a largish item.
Backpack.
I don't know. Huh? Yeah, backpack, but I don't know.
take a backpack and bungee straps. Be surprised what all you can carry.
Yeah, I'm not confident enough to bungee strap things to me in my motorcycle.
I seen a guy with tubifores. He had made a whole
Oh my
tubifore
goodness,
thing.
that's awful.
And well, the tubifores was his structure to hold his massive, like, I don't know, 64-inch screen TV he was hauling home.
That's awful. I would crash and die.
Not with the screen TV.
I would break the TV. Samir, you will break the car.
You'll break the car. You're not listening to me. Samir, you must listen to my
Samir,
commands.
listen to me, Samir.
You must listen. You're breaking the car. The best rally racing ever. Silkworms. Make all that
No,
silkworm money.
That's a money-making venture right
That
there.
right there is where you make it. They do say, as far as like the work and profit, like after you're done, I guess, apparently it's can be one of the most lucrative things, like as far as like work and then profit goes. So, just a thought.
So could you get more people in it, and then you'd take a hit with the profit, but then the work wouldn't be quite as much, or what?
Maybe. I mean, as far as like the work, you could probably do it all yourself. Like if you just came home from work and then sat down with a couple of things and just started spooling them. The biggest
I
thing,
guess.
the biggest thing is like the market as far as like selling them. Like I don't have connections to a silkworm spool trader. Like
Yeah.
that's gonna be the only thing, like the selling it. You would almost have to make material, but then you don't have a name, and no one's gonna just buy your stuff. Who's gonna want it? You're gonna dye it?
He's gonna want some stuff somebody made in his backyard.
Yeah, exactly. Some poor people's silk? I don't think so. Unless maybe you made
Yeah, that's the problem.
maybe you made some underpants, but again, you're still gonna get like you gotta get a name, you gotta get a bunch of them.
Yeah, who's gonna buy your underpants?
Exactly.
How do you actually sell them? I guess on Etsy.
Yeah.
Have an Etsy store that you hope people find.
And then they see your picture and they're like, "That's
if you're gonna buy it,
not buying,
if you're gonna buy
scandalous
silk
underpants.
pantaloons,
That creep."
yeah, you would model them yourself, obviously.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And they're like, he's worn. Are they the same? Do I get his? Is that?
They're the same ones.
Yes, they are the
I'll
same.
pay $10 extra.
No, I don't want to sell them to you.
You've heard about like the streamers or whatever that sold their bathwater for like lots of money. Ugh.
Yeah.
There's one that does partner jars, and then she had serious medical issues because she tried to do things to up production
Yeah.
by eating certain foods.
Yeah.
Not healthy.
No.
Also, there's some people out there that are down bad.
That's pretty low.
You ever think maybe ISIS is right?
I'm just really thinking something genius. I think I'm going to sell stuff, and I'm going to I'm gonna ship it. You know, have you ever seen the meme of a oh, what is it when they ship something discreetly shipped like
Oh, yeah, yeah,
dildos
yeah.
or something, and the box is shaped like a cock and ball.
It'll just be
It's like it's like
dude. Oh,
the whole thing is like discreet packaging by like a Dick Emporium or something. And it looks exactly like cock and ball.
yeah. You wouldn't have any labels on the outside
No.
of the box. Like
If I would
it'd be
have
all very discreet, but then the shape of the box.
yeah. if I sold stuff, I would just sell a little like a candle shop or something, and I would like falsely label the box of what the inside like furniture, like so the delivery person would think that guy's crazy. No, it's a bourbon cedar
I
cigarette
promise.
candle. No, it's not. The box is lying. I wouldn't sell much stuff. At least once.
No. Well, you wouldn't have any return customers, that's for
No.
sure.
No. And they wouldn't want hey, they wouldn't return the product. Are they gonna use that box? I don't think so.
Must be returned in original packaging.
Yeah,
They'd be like,
must-
oh well, that's
Never gonna happen.
Are you done mowing?
Yeah. Just I'm picking up bells now. Unless do you want me to help Bell? I didn't think of that.
Huh?
Huh?
Not necessarily, but you might catch up with the picking up bales.
Nah, that's fine. I'll at least get these fields done and then
Yeah.
and then I can help Bell over there or something. Probably take a little bit over there.
Yeah, I just started. I did one full row. I'm on the second.
Yeah, it's a good bit in that field.
Not a small field.
No. When did he stop into the garage?
Hmm?
When did he stop into the garage?
Who? It's been a week ago, I think.
Oh, okay, so it was recent.
Yeah, pretty recent,
Oh, okay.
but not yesterday.
Right, yeah. I was just thinking, I mean, if it's been like a couple months, I'd be like, well, maybe
Oh yeah.
I'd be due, but
Whoa, 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 whoa.
excuse me.
Using more of your top-down view, and so it
Oh.
really comes out of nowhere.
It's sort of a neat viewpoint advantage.
Like I don't for a while, and then I end up going back to it just because it's easier to see what's happening a little bit.
Yeah. If you're like exactly looking straight down the whole time, like 2D, when you finally zoom out and like look away after doing it,
Oh, it's awful.
It's like-
insane.
oh, it's a 3D game. That's cool.
How modern. Reminds me of Zach when he was little. They weren't really anything plain, right? So they would have watched movies or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if he played much video games or what, but if he did, it was what, 90s or 2000s or something. I don't know. Anyway, and then he was Whistler for like a long time, and then he dates Abigail and comes to the house, and I'm playing Forza.
Oh yeah.
He was shook. He was shook. Which I didn't even have the graphics turned the whole way up because it was still back on the other computer.
Oh,
I had to
yeah.
have it on like poor people graphics.
graphics. Yeah. Man, that would be a mine. That'd be yeah. Well, he probably played on
It's like, wait, Yeah, he was like, wait, that's not a video? Like, he thought it was like a video. It's like, yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, he would have played on like 98 or 2000 XP.
Yeah.
Not even
If
XP.
anything.
No, yeah. Probably would. Did he have? Probably didn't have a computer. Probably console stuff, which was like Wii and Game Boy or the cheap.
Yeah, I don't know what they had. They lived in Japan at the time.
Right. That's why I'm thinking Wii maybe. I think Wii was bigger. I probably played anime. Probably played Pokemon. Oh, he could probably watch anime without. Can he?
Nah, he doesn't. No, not so much.
Okay. Even if he just by
Has-
hearing it.
I don't know. He'd probably pick up a lot more than me, which is the only word I think I know is nani.
None.
But I think just means what or something. I don't know.
I mean, probably they use all the same words more or less if you would watch anime. Like, I can't imagine it would change too much.
You'd probably start. What?
I'm saying most of it's probably about the same. The idea, like you want the idea of anime, like
Oh yeah. Do you realize why the characters look the way they do?
because porn is illegal in Japan. Wait,
No,
what?
they have hentai, but whatever. That's beside the point. No,
No,
do you know why they're like
nudity
the
is
faces
illegal.
are shaped the way they were? You know why the faces are shaped the way that is?
You mean with the big eyes and
Like-
stuff?
Big eyes, no nose,
Oh, why?
very little nose. If you look it up, the origins of anime, it is based on the idea that cats are very, very cute. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
model them basically on the same thing, and it's true. If you look at it, like
They
they
look-
put cats up next to the
I
like in
heard
the
that.
same, or like from the same angle as the anime faces, and it's like it's exactly the same.
Yeah, I did. I forgot about that.
Cats.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you like anime, you're a furry.
Yeah. That is crazy. Now everybody does it. It's a certain look. No, but I don't think like real. Maybe it's real porn or something's illegal, so they all do it. Like it's all has to be fake.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something about it. But then in Australia, like, where was I reading about that? I can't remember. I was seeing some video about this. Like, nudity is like okay, even was it even in public a little bit? I don't know if you can be like, but like magazines like in a store, but it can't be too graphic. So like, yeah, I guess if you.
So you have to be standing nice and straight. You can't be
You
like
have to be standing. Maybe you can't like
prostrate yourself
can't have
across
your
the
legs.
vehicle.
You can't. Yeah, you can't have your legs apart. Maybe, but maybe if they're together, it's fine. Or it was like pretty shocking, like the amount that they allowed.
Oh. You say Australia then?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's what happens when you let criminals run a country.
My goodness, does anyone care what the Australian people think?
Nah.
There's an Australian lady saying that America basically needs to just settle down with their whole American flag. She said, "You just see them everywhere." It's like I don't even know what the Australian flag looks like. Barely. Like, I think she's seen one. Like, there's one at some bridge or something, but like nobody. It's like, you stay in Australia and do whatever you want to do. I literally don't care.
That's why
Just let us alone. Why
why
would we care what you think?
why Australia is the way it is.
Yeah.
Canadians.
Oh, they
were.
were. Yeah, they were. Yeah, you see Canadian flags everywhere, which I think she's full of it. Maybe a little bit with that as well. I'm sure there's Australian flags around, but
I think the Australia people really like their Australia.
yeah,
They're pretty.
it's probably Australian people that like Australia, and then they're irritated with people like her.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we have people in our country that's just as dickholish.
Like that stupid "I did a thing" guy. Man, I hate that guy.
Yeah, he's
So
a-
annoying.
I seen a funny thing from him. I think it was before I knew any of the other stuff or seen any of the other stuff. He missed a big spot here. He made a shoot, what are the little crabs? Hermit crab. He made a hermit crab shell for hermit crabs. He captured some wild hermit crabs and made some 3D printed some shells with a Nazi flag on the top of it, and then some spikes. And then he silver plated it, so it was like this hard metal case with a Nazi flag and spikes all over it. It looks pretty badass. And then he put it in the hermit cage for a while, and then eventually the hermit crab adapted it because it was slightly sized larger, which is what the hermit crab needed at the moment. So it's sized slightly larger, so the hermit crab adopted this new shell that had a Nazi flag on the top with spikes all over it. And then he went and released it into the wild. And he said, hopefully what will happen is someone will step on it, hurt themselves, look down, and they'll see this racist crab. But that's like the only funny thing I've seen him do.
So he's barefoot too, which just annoys me for some reason.
Yeah, he's a little weird.
No, but about the other thing I was thinking about that, as far as the whole him and Brandon thing.
Yeah.
He said about how it was fun and all, but everything felt so exclusive, basically. Like, basically, this isn't something everyone can do. Remember, he was like, because they went and drove a long time to get back to some private range and stuff.
It's all
like
private.
Yeah, because of people like you.
Well, yeah.
Everyone wants it to be more for the people except you.
Isn't that what Brandon was like? He wishes it was more people can do it. Like,
yeah, exactly. He's like, no, we need to take it away from more people, and also you suck because it's so exclusive.
Yeah. It feels like it's a rich people's sport.
It shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be.
Allow overseas imports, and then it will be cheap again.
Which is just dumb if you sit down and actually do thinking about it.
What? The disallowing of imports.
So, you have a rifle. Okay. American made. Alright.
Sure.
Okay. There's an American made rifle. Perfectly legal. And now, let's say... I can't think of a country that would... They can hardly even make anything. Let's say Belgium makes a rifle. Alright. Belgium makes a rifle.
Sure.
And they want to sell it to Americans. They can't because that's illegal. That rifle is illegal to have in America. Because it's out of our country. They can do handguns, but they can't do a rifle. It can be the same exact rifle, but they can't sell it. So, what that country can do is they can take off the receiver, which is the firearm. So you destroy the receiver and sell all the parts to Americans. So you take it, being that America makes a gun like that, you can take that American receiver, put it on, put all the parts on that American receiver, put all the Belgian parts on. Now you have a Belgian gun with an American receiver. Legal? No. Too many parts from another country. You break a rule. All the parts can be interchangeable. All the parts can be the same. They're the same exact metal construction. Like, everything's made up exactly the same. But it was made in another country. It's the same thing. There's no sense to it. It makes no sense.
And there's no reasoning behind it.
No, that's
that
the
I
thing.
can see.
Like, if you want to say,
doesn't prove anything.
If you want to say we're not taking any more things from Russia because we're trying to crack down when they're fine. Okay, fine. You like imports? No more import of anything. Fine. Guns included. Fine. You don't want them to make any money. I get that.
Like some sort of an embargo.
Yeah, I get that. But like, they're not like. It doesn't make any sense.
Why is that the one thing? Well, we know why that's the one thing.
Right.
But then but they're still not making them. I guess they're more expensive now, or what? Like, what's it even proving from their standpoint? How is it like lessening the amount of guns that are sold? I guess if there was a global market, they'd be cheaper and more accessible to the poor people.
Well, if we could import from other countries, you stupid no. If we could import from all the different countries, then you could import all the SKSs, all the AK-47s, all the military surplus, all of that stuff, and it would be
Stop a man from
dirt
get
cheap.
so hard.
Huh? No.
I said stop a man from get so ragged.
But if I'm saying that's why back then SKSs you buy crates of them because they were importing from military surplus. It's all the now there's military surplus just sitting in warehouses and stuff.
Did you know?
Can't do anything.
In Canada, they have not banned the import of guns from China, so you can get all the good Norinco stuff. There's a particular kind. Brandon just did a video on it. It's like a kind of a mashup between the AK and the. It's called the Type 81. I think I actually talked about it. Remember when we were talking about?
I've seen that video. I didn't look at it, but I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw the.
It's called the Type 81. It borrows things from the AK. It borrows things from the SKS. Like it's kind of a mashup between the two. They're pretty common in Canada.
Huh.
Because they allow Chinese imports.
I thought they didn't allow any guns up there anymore.
No handguns. Can't buy handguns.
Okay.
But you can import rifles, I guess, from China still. So.
Okay. But if that import, like if all that type of stuff was lifted and it was no more, which it shouldn't be, think how much surplus we would have.
My goodness.
Because that's the biggest thing. All the military surplus we can't get. Like that's I guess the reason why they put that thing on. Because we can't import now crates of surplus from militaries.
No.
Like after a war is over, we should have so many. We should have so many crates. You should be able to go and yeah. That's why people were buying SKSs for crates. For like $100, you'd get like a crate of 4, 5.
When I say I was born at the wrong time, that's exclusively what I'm talking about. You're making blue bales, aren't you?
Oh, scheisse.
Well, that's fine. We'll just store them somewhere. We'll just store them separate. It'll be fine. As long as we don't mix them up. Oh, wait, but you're storing the white bales next to the blue bales.
I'll be back.
Wait, how many did you make?
Just that row and maybe 2. Oh, maybe 5 in total.
I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 from here.
Okay. There's one in my bin still a little bit, but I didn't wrap it.
So as long as you
yeah.
if you get a row of them with a couple blue ones in there, but most of them are white, then that'll be fine too.
Yeah. Oops.
I feel like I'm almost done, but I've done every other one, so it's actually only half.
Oh, it should speed up here.
My goodness, me and my baler are like the whole way broken.
Same.
But I'm using the Fent.
Oh.
The Fent is damaged 98%. Well.
Oh wow, that dropped off quick.
Yeah.
It's over 30 hours.
The Unirap
isn't it?
is only 20%.
Yeah. Isn't it over 30 hours?
Probably.
says
Like, can
down
you see
there. Yeah,
when you
down
look
there.
at it?
Your speedometer down there is.
Oh, when you're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 39.
Mm. Yeah, this case is at 82.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's about time to retire the case. I guess why would we retire the case?
No, that's the thing. It was like that's why we just kept doing.
Once you're beyond that point, it's like why?
Yeah. Oh,
Is that 30 actual real world hours?
I think so.
Ooh.
I think that was the whole thing. Oh shoot. You turn that off. I don't know if it is. Yeah, I think it was. 'Cause remember we
I think it is.
looked in that
I
one
think
other
it
time.
is.
Yeah. Because we sort of looked at some
And
of
it
our
makes
equipment.
sense because we
Mhm.
both like have what 170 hours in the game or something.
Yeah, something in that area. I mean, every time we play, we're putting in hours. I mean, we're just turned over 3 hours tonight.
Just tonight.
Yeah.
Wish I didn't tell you so I could go on thinking that I don't spend too much time playing video games.
You know, I was thinking today that I don't spend enough time playing video games. It would make me feel better is when you
You
hear
know-
people talk about they're spending like hundreds and almost like thousands of hours,
Yeah.
and like
Honestly,
I only spent 200.
it's good that I think 200 is a large number.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, think you work tons of hours at work in a year.
Yeah. 200 hours like over what, half a year? Or
You more than
when did we
that.
start playing this?
Oh, you're saying from oh right. Yeah. I don't when we started playing this. Not that long ago.
It's been a while.
Yeah, what was the last thing? Wildlands? Maybe?
I almost think.
That was a while ago. No, Sniper
Unless-
Elite.
dude,
Sniper
we
Elite.
play-
Sniper Elite.
Oh, Sniper Elite 5. Which reminds me we should play more Sniper Elite 5.
Which that
We should
reminds
play
me.
Wolf Mountain and we should just play more.
Yeah.
Just play more of it. I was watching Bob play it a little bit and it is awesome. It's an awesome game.
It is it's a satisfying game.
It's so satisfying.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Hunters on Amazon Prime?
Yes.
Did you Did you watch season 2?
I don't think I finished.
You never finished season 1.
You finish it all up?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so where I finished or stopped watching was when that creep, obnoxious kid, American kid that has no right doing what he's doing, went to Hitler's compound and met up with that lady, and then they did swim in the
Oh.
pool sexually. Or
Yeah, it was
something.
super weird, and I think you saw his penis at some point.
I think there was some peen in the screen or something, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure I
Some
put
Nazi
my
peen.
thumb. I'm pretty sure I put my thumb over the. That's right. I put my thumb over the screen.
It didn't take much.
No. Okay. So you're pretty good, far into the second season,
Maybe.
or a couple episodes, but that's like a
Yeah.
quarter of the way
Oh, probably.
because there's only 8 episodes total.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I
so
could be.
fabulous.
Yeah, I need to clean that up. I
Oh,
just
he's
keep
such a
forgetting about
terrible. He's the worst one.
He is the worst one. He has no right doing what he's doing.
He's awful.
Like, if you want to say anything, the other ones are trying to carry out what they had, like, finished what they started. But he has, like, no
Dude,
right doing what
what's
he's
his
doing.
thing?
He's just
He's just a
obnoxious.
jerk.
Just a jerk. The only time that I know of that he was funny is when he was on the airplane with the kid in the peanut
Yeah, that was a
allergy.
little bit funny. But it's still him being obnoxious.
Obviously, he's being a dick. He has done nothing but be. Yeah, the group was getting back together. Was the last. Oh,
right.
right. And the nun, uh, kidnapped or not. What'd she do? She took the information. I forget what it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Yeah,
She turned out to be on a different, doing
whole
a different thing.
thing, yeah.
Do you remember all through the first season, she like was doing some of that too?
Yeah. You almost thought she was playing the other side. You weren't sure where she was. I forget what she did. There was something she did that made you think that she was. She talked to one of the Nazis. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
And then like was that kid Neil that was going to the. They kept going to the brothel, waiting for that guy to arrive.
No, that's the main character from the last
Oh
season.
yeah, that's what it was. I knew there was confirmation on who
Jonah.
he was. I couldn't
He
remember.
just has a beard now.
And he's grown up.
He's a little bit more grown up and he has a beard, which
Yeah.
honestly, the long hair beard kind of thing, not terrible.
Well, hey, you should do that.
Shut up.
I'll get right on
Shush.
that. Well, I mean, joke's on me, but reversed. So,
Oh, yo, why don't you go ahead and try for that?
I don't know if you noticed, but I started growing it out a little bit on top to see where it's at. And, I just got done shaving it all off.
Oh, really? I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah, been keeping it short. And I was like, I wonder how bad it is, like how thin. And started growing out. I was like, yeah, it's just, it's thick. It's like
It's
long,
time for short.
but you
It's time
can
for
see,
short hair, Carrie.
Yeah, like it was long, but you could see scalp easily. So it's like,
Yeah.
too much of a
Shame.
too much of a
Hey,
difference between the side and top.
if I get by with not losing much hair, I guess it'll be maybe payment for no beard. That's what I figure. The worst will be if I lose my hair and can't grow a beard.
I doubt you'll lose your hair.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, but also what's annoying is then when you see people that have top hair and beard hair, and you're like, well, wait a minute.
Get it?
Why can you do it and I can't? I mean, I get it. If you can grow if you have good beard genetics, you tend to lose your top hair. That's just how it tends to happen. But
Yeah.
some people have both. Not,
What it
not
is
fair.
it's somebody like Alex who has a okay beard. Like it doesn't grow like in a week, and it's not like maybe it's not quite a Viking beard yet, but it's okay. I'd be happy with a beard like his, but it takes him a long time to grow it, and it's like, so he gets both basically.
So
He's one of the guys that
yeah.
a little bit gets both, but his beard's maybe not as
And I guess you
I
can
don't know.
you can sort of do stuff to your beard to make it look cooler.
yeah.
Like he could grow it out and
Well, I'm
then
trying to
trim
think,
it over the areas.
Well, Pap has thick head of hair and he has a full beard, but it's not. He's not grown it in a week. Like it's not insane beard genetics quite.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like a balance somewhere in the middle.
Right.
I'm too far the one way.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to like grow beard in a full 3-inch beard in a week. Like I don't even need that.
You just want some beard.
I'm pretty pleased that I didn't grow back hair. Like that's nice.
See, you get the pros though of not like if you can't grow anything, it would be worse for you if you could like almost like
What do you mean?
let's say you can't necessarily grow a beard very well, but you can grow a mean set of back hair or like
That's awful.
your cheek beard genetics were just like out of this world, but you couldn't grow
I
anything
could grow
else.
some massive sideburns.
Yeah, but you couldn't like could not do anything else. So then you were sort of uh you
I'm a
have to shave all
sideburn
the
man.
time. You like would have to shave
Oh
all
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
time.
Yeah, I shave. I only shave once a week. And if I don't quite get to it, it's like, ah, well, it's fine.
I mean, I guess I only
I
shave.
need this.
Okay.
There,
All
I'm
right.
full.
I guess I only shave
Where are you at?
69. You know what? You can take that little bit. I like my 69. I'll clean it up. I'll clean it up.
What were you saying?
I say I only would clean up in a week, every week as well. Like
Oh, true.
trim it every week, like edge it in or whatever every week. Like
So I still don't get any benefits. Dang it. No, but like if I let it go 2 weeks, it's like
If-
not a problem.
right, but if
but it does look scruffy and terrible.
if I was someone like Ilum or something where I felt like I had to be clean shaven,
Oh yeah, Elon probably shaves every morning.
he does. Or I mean, I think he does. He has to because I think I seen him once when he didn't shave or something.
People that can grow a beard but choose not to, they pretty much have to shave every morning.
Yeah. So if I had a job that was like required me to be like clean shaven and shorn, I would have to almost take stuff probably to work to shave in the restrooms or something. Like I'd have to take a little buzzer along probably. 'Cause
Like midday.
probably. I mean, that's where the 5 o'clock shadow comes from. Shave in the morning and at 5 o'clock
Oh,
you have a
yeah, yeah.
shadow.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
My goodness.
And I think I sort of measured it once. It grows like an eighth in a week, I think. Or maybe more, I can't
Oh,
remember.
heavens.
It depends on what type of intake you have as well. Like
What do you mean?
so if you drink tons of
I'm
milk.
so interested.
If you drink tons of milk, or there's other type of other type of products that will help hair growth, fingernail growth, and all that. Milk will do it, but certain things, like I used to drink a ton of milk, and like my fingernails and hair would grow way quicker.
Oh crap. I was hoping I could change something about my diet to facilitate more beard growth,
Well-
but clearly I'm doing all I can on that front.
Well, see, that's the thing. It doesn't make more hairs grow. It just makes what's
Oh, it just
there
makes it
grow
grow
quicker.
faster.
Yeah. Like there's supplement pills you can take that have all the vitamins in for like hair growth. And
But it's not going to make more hair grow.
it's not what's not there is not going to grow. No.
Yeah. That's a shame.
But you might still later down the road, maybe.
Yeah,
mean-
they say there's a time when you basically give up, and I'm not quite there yet, but
I think 29 is like towards the end.
yeah,
But like
I
Alex,
could maybe be a late bloomer.
Alex came into himself.
Yeah, but like that's what he would say, and I'd be like, yeah, but at my age you were growing more than this, and he's like, yeah, I guess I was.
Probably.
He's blossomed into a
A fine young
bearded
lad.
young man. Man, the funds just keep getting lower and lower.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot to get him back.
Oh my goodness, that's 2 or 3 loads maybe of bales is all that is. Really just 2.
Yeah. Well, one load is 28 grand, so in about.
So 28 grand, we're back up to 100K, which is what we were
Yeah.
time ago.
Oh, perfect.
Come on, get in there, you little seersucker. All right, there we go.
Actually, I guess if we turn those fields into something, we wouldn't have needed to take them back, but they're there now.
True. True.
Yeah, we might as well do both those cotton instead of having to go back for the little tiddly 40.
Might as well.
Get as much cotton as you can.
Might as well get as much cotton as you can. Engage warp drive.
Darn. I'm gonna stick on the outskirts for safety. The case will have to wait his turn.
I'm gonna rush in amongst them.
The case will have to wait his turn. I want to pick up these bluebells and put them in between this stack of.
Okay, I'll let you deal with those
All right.
since they're your fault.
There are only 4 of them.
Oh crap!
Cripes?
I thought I was ready to pick up a bale, so I went at one pretty speedful, and here my thing hadn't quite come back.
Yeah.
It was like pushing back a thing and hadn't quite returned, so it just went shooting up over the top.
I've had
I had to leave it behind.
Well, I mean, if you wouldn't be going so fast. I had my scooper, will glitch through them as the pusher's pushing them back and coming forward again. Just like the whole way, not even...
What now?
So when it's pushing the bells back, and that lifter goes back down, for some reason I've had it go straight, like, through the bell and not even touch it.
Oh. Strange.
Yeah, it's a very odd happening. Maybe it's just because we have like 500 bells on a server.
So it's like can't quite.
Oh, it's gonna. Server is gonna take it.
What's gonna have to? Because I ain't stopping.
probably should fill up one whole trailer.
Oh yeah. What do you mean?
You might be able to take up the rest and fill up. Oh, instead of
Oh, I see what you're saying.
so you can dump one whole. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter actually, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I have 11. So I need 12 more to fill out.
Ah, you're not gonna get it. No. Pick up the
I
rest
don't
of
see
this.
why it would matter.
No, I guess not. Just OCDs of unloading a full stack or something. Something weird.
Well, then you can go right ahead and dump those off, and I'll pick them up.
Well, that's a good idea.
You're actually doing it.
Of course.
Come, hear the adventures of OCD Man. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know why he has the same theme music as Indiana Jones, but he does.
Because he's
Dun,
just
dun,
as
dun.
crazy.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's been around for a while and just as crazy. Have you seen that video of the lady, largish lady, was reading comments and she was like reading one and it said, "You don't have OCD, you have obesity." And she was like, oh, come on. She's like all offended. She was fat.
But one has to admit that's clever, all right?
It was super clever.
Can't deny that's clever. There's gonna be one left, by the way.
Oh, darn. So, this trailer is going to be a tricky SOB.
Wait, but
to
I
get out.
I can grab it with my grabber. Look.
Oh, nice, nice. I'm working with very carefully, not damaging anything and getting this trailer out. It's sort of in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be very careful with it not to make a mess. Oops.
That sounds like you've already failed.
I didn't. It's fine. Oops.
You're saying whoops.
Wait, I can't pick it up in the front? Oh, yes, of course I can. The trailer. There we go, there we go, there we go. Genius.
Dang it.
I did no damage. He lied.
Come on, why can't I back up this blasted trailer? Oh, there we go. Well, that's gonna be where they stay.
Well,
Right.
they go anyways.
Yeah. That's perfect.
I feel like we're gonna have to sleep IRL.
Instead of selling, we can sell next time.
It's gonna take a whole like hour
Yeah,
to sell.
it's gonna take just to sell. You're right. Let's do it. Let's do it anyway. I'm joking.
What is that? A 17 meters. A tether. Turns grass and dries faster. 17
Oh, there's a
meters.
tether for sale?
Yeah. 17 meters. That's
Nice.
huge.
Oh, there's a cultivator that's like a tiller instead of just like tines.
You could attach it to the propane tractor.